grateful, you need haters. What is you complaining about? What do you think a hater's job is? To hate, so let them do their goddamn job. What the is you complaining about?
F16 killer track with the mix.
Yeah, they can hate on me. Got a reason why I always keep the flame on me. And I'ma do it till I'm done, ain't no brakes on me. Break me down, hell no, that's what you ain't gon' see. Blue devil on my shoulder, he just spitting the facts. So be careful how you moving, ain't no running it back. Southside, hate the world where the real ones at. Them 200 boys reppin', logging in from the trap. Better log in, homie. Better log in, homie. Log in, homie. Better log in, log in.
Gotta be grateful, you need haters. What is you complaining about? What do you think a hater's job is? To hate, so let them do their goddamn job. What the is you complaining about?
F16 killer track with the mix.
Yeah, they can hate on me. Got a reason why I always keep the flame on me. And I'ma do it till I'm done, ain't no brakes on me. Break me down, hell no, that's what you ain't gon' see. Blue devil on my shoulder, he just spitting the facts. So be careful how you moving, ain't no running it back. Southside, hate the world where the real ones at. Them 200 boys reppin', logging in from the trap. Better log in, homie. Better log in, homie. Log in, homie. Better log in, log in.
Gotta be grateful, you need haters. What is you complaining about? What do you think a hater's job is? To hate, so let them do their goddamn job. What the is you complaining about?
F16 killer track with the mix.
Yeah, they can hate on me. Got a reason why I always keep the flame on me. And I'ma do it till I'm done, ain't no brakes on me. Break me down, hell no, that's what you ain't gon' see. Blue devil on my shoulder, he just spitting the facts. So be careful how you move it, ain't no running it back. Southside, the world where the real ones at. Them 200 boys reppin', logging in from the track. Better log in, homie. Better log in, homie. Log in, homie. Better log in, log in.
All right. Mics are hot. Salute to everybody in the building. Salute to everybody. Before I get a mic check, let me say about Chicana Rosas real quick. The homegirl hit me up yesterday, and she told me she got her dates mixed up, that she had an event in Vegas, and I told her, hey, go get that money. So we rescheduled for Sunday. So everybody stay tuned. It's still happening. Don't worry. Even better because it builds more anticipation. So regardless of the homegirl coming, I just wanted to make that announcement real quick. Hey, listen. To me, I'd rather see the homies get their money than to come over here and do something for free. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
So let her get her bread. We reschedule for this weekend. So everybody stay tuned. This whole week is jam-packed. Which
She's popping.
Oh, mega.
Doing big things for sure.
Trapboii, let me get a mic check.
What up?
All right. There you go.
I like her music.
Yeah, her music.
She kind of sounds like...
mic up to your,
Have you heard of Tornillo? She's got this Mexican rapper that's out there. He's the same style.
Yeah, Tornillo's dope.
Tornillo's dope, yeah.
You know what talks about Tornillo a lot? That one girl that came up here, the girl from Imperial Valley, J-Rock.
Oh, J-Rocks, yeah, that's right.
With that fool. All right, that was just the announcement that I wanted to make real quick to let everybody know, because I know that was anticipated and everybody wanted to see it, and believe me too. So the homegirl cool as hell. So just wait for this weekend. All right, with that being said, what up, fool? Opina, what up?
What's up, man? Just chilling, coming off a busy weekend, you feel me?
Yeah.
Right, we're on Tuesday?
Yeah, we're Tuesday today.
Yeah, I've lost track of time, man. What about you guys? What's up with you guys? What's the weekend like?
One more thing real quick before you ask me that. Anybody that wants to watch this live in full throttle, like you want to watch it on the big screen, we're live on Kick as well. So go to kick.com/haterworld and you're able to watch it normally
on the TV. We're
just trying something new right now, so salute to everybody. But go ahead, my weekend, Drewps.
Yeah.
The weekend.
Yeah, just weekend, just chilling. Went and watched one of the new movies out.
Which one?
Was it the Robert De Niro movie?
The Mafia movie.
Yeah, the Mafia movie.
God, I gotta get in there.
That shit
I
was
love
dope.
that shit.
It was a
dope?
good movie. Yeah, good movie, bro.
It's like about Bugsy Siegel.
It was about what's his name? The Salvador Gigante and
those fools, Gigante and yeah.
Salvador Gigante?
Yeah.
That's a Mexican guy.
It's about...
Guy, yeah.
No, that's
it's
a real
Salvador.
mobster. Yeah,
the dude's name is Salvador.
Yeah.
Gigante. But it has to do with it's something like it's with all the main mob dudes. So they showed what's his name? The dude that Gotti took out. That he got busted for.
Paul.
Yeah, Paul Castellano.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go. Yeah.
They showed him, but De Niro played two parts. So he played like his best friend and him at the same time.
Well, that's crazy.
So it was a real good movie, and it shows like the come up and like what they were doing.
Yeah.
It was a good movie. Like I read
Italian Mob.
Yeah, the Italian Mob. I got a lot of them Italians tattooed on my leg and shit. So I was really into all the mob books, the Five Families, all that shit while I was in jail. And I actually was in jail with a lot of the dudes that were in the books I was reading. So it was kind of crazy to actually run into them in person, and then see them on the big screen and what they were doing,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, to whoever's watching on YouTube, you could watch it in 1080p. Just click on the little circle on the little gear and switch it to 1080p. It's high def, so I hope I don't see no complaints because it is in 4K.
Yeah. Well, I know what you fuckers were doing on. You guys went to the cemetery.
3 minutes. 3 minutes.
Oh, it's only been 3 minutes.
3
Damn.
minutes.
It was like 5 minutes. You guys were in the cemetery, huh? Doing some shit.
We were ghost hunting
Stuff.
Yeah.
Trapboii and Blue were out there in the cemetery doing their thing,
bro?
Go ahead.
It was pretty cool, la neta, just to go in there and just to see what was going around. But honestly, like, it just tripped me out how, like, watching that shit just with everything that was just there, you know, like at the moment, it's like you feel it when you go in, you know.
What do you feel, homie?
Like se me sube la adrenalina, and I start feeling tense, you know.
The adrenaline
Yeah,
and
like the
everything.
adrenaline, everything, heart pumping, and los nervios, way. And it's like, damn, I already been to those places before, and it's like, as soon as you walk in, it's a game changer, bro. You start,
How is it for you, Trapboii, like getting adjusted to like being on YouTube now? Like some of this stuff is new to you.
yeah, some of it is new.
Yeah.
is new
So
to me.
how do you like it? Like being a part of this kind of shit.
I like it because I like the adrenaline from people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I come back from just partying, all kinds of shit, just being there always in the crowd, you know, being good to people, just fucking shit up, you know what I mean?
Are you getting used to it though? Like,
Yeah, little by little, I'm taking it by time, you know. I'm getting I'm learning by you know.
cause some of this stuff ain't easy to get used to. Like when you come on here, cause you could say whatever, but you're not understanding that whatever you say is gonna last forever.
Yeah.
You know, so you could come on
Oh, he
here and
learned
say
that
some
lesson.
stupid shit.
He
You
learned
know what I'm
that the other
saying?
day when we were live. I
Yeah.
had to cut off his mic real quick and be like, "Hey, fool, we don't say
Because
that."
sometimes it's like that.
Yeah,
You know, you gotta learn what to say, what's cool and what ain't,
And who to
and
diss.
who to diss, who not to diss.
There's a rapper we're listening to, right? We're bumping music on the Friday. You know that one rapper, what's his name, from 18th Street, the fool with where's he from?
Oh, I know what you're
What's
talking
his
about.
name? What's his
It's
name?
the homie from 18.
G Baby.
G Baby, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And then this fool started clowning them for whatever reason, right? I go, "Hey, fool, that's a good homie right there."
Yeah.
I go, when he comes over here trying to look for the guy that talks
Yeah.
to him,
Said-
I'm gonna open the door wide up and I'll be like, "He's right there, fool. Get him." Right? Because those are like, you gotta know who
Yeah,
we
who
can go
yeah.
after and who not.
Yeah,
or,
for sure.
Or who you can play with.
Yeah.
And who not.
And,
you know.
and a lot of homies, you gotta understand that they ain't playing.
They ain't playing. Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
know, some people could take constructive
And
criticism,
some can't, fool.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
or you could play with them, and they'd be like, you got me today."
Yeah.
But some people,
Don't-
they gonna
yeah.
make you stand on what you said.
Yeah.
So you better be ready
Yeah.
when you come out there and think you can clown somebody for whatever
And I go,
reason.
"Dick, when they come knocking for him, I'll open the door. I'll be
Yeah.
like, he's right there in the back. Fool, go get him. I'm gonna move out the way. I'm gonna record
Yeah.
that shit. Content.
But for sure, like,
know?
salute G Baby. He's a
Salute
good
G Baby.
homie from out there in his area.
Yeah, I rock with him.
You know, salute.
He gets
salute.
down on the rap too, dog.
That fool's doing his thing,
Yeah,
dog.
that fool gets down.
And he's an active homie in his hood.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Salute to the real ones for sure.
But there's little things like that he's learning, picking up right now.
Yeah,
You know, so
but-
it's all good.
It's because he's new. He's just
Yeah.
getting adapted to it.
Yeah.
And
You live
know,
and learn, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
You know?
more you're out here, the more you're out here working and understanding YouTube and the problems and the good and the bad it can bring. You know, you start understanding.
Yeah, you
better.
start understanding. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And when you
facts.
do constructive criticism, what I learned being on the YouTube environment is you wanna because like we're here to give opinions, you know.
Yeah, for
And the
sure.
people come to us, right?
Yeah.
So when you do give opinions, I like to, if I gotta criticize someone constructively, I'm gonna say, hey, I didn't like that song, but the overall project was this, and this.
Yeah.
I
Or
give
you could do better
80%,
like this.
But I'm not gonna lie either and just bow down. If I didn't like something, I'll say, hey, but I'm gonna give the credit where it's due too. I'm not just gonna say, hey, that song sucked, you suck. I'm gonna say, hey, I didn't like this, but that was well put together. I think this one should have been over here, or you know what I'm saying, like
But
in
a
a way
lot
where
of-
they don't get offended, you know.
But a lot of good homies to just like blatantly
Right, yeah, just,
attack them for just because, hey, I feel this way right now.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody in the chat, like the video. Let's get up to 100 likes real quick. 100 likes. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Come on. All right, yeah, but again, those are just things that
Learning
you gotta get
experiences,
used to-
bro.
Used
Yeah,
to it, you know.
yeah.
So it's cool. It's all good.
Yeah.
But
it happens.
that I mean, I think stuff like that happens for all of us.
Yeah,
like
for
the
sure.
more and everybody out there on YouTube, you know, the more you do stuff, the more you're gonna get used to doing different
I
things.
like that comment, fool. Marvel says Rodney lost his spot after the P Killer episode. I like that comment. Shout out Rodney.
Salute to Rodney, man.
Shout out Rodney
Salute.
Nalgas.
Yeah, salute to Rodney.
I like that comment right there.
Yeah.
You know, salute to the homie. I like that comment because it's a lie, but it's like entertaining. You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? It's like a lie, but it's entertaining, dog. So I like that.
Yeah.
All right. So all right.
So what we on? Where are we
You
going?
want some news?
Let me see. Hold
Who
on.
was the
Hold
last
on.
person we had on?
The girl, Finiquera.
Yeah.
Finiquera.
Let's talk a little bit about that real quick.
I think that was a dope ass interview, dog.
I haven't chopped it up yet, which I need to.
I think it was dope. I think her whole movement is cool. Some originality. I like the fact that she don't just get out there and just shake it. You know what I mean? She's trying to do the work.
Yeah.
It was a
You
good
know.
vibe, right?
Could take her longer, but hey, to each his own. I think it's dope. She's representing for Phoenix.
But I think it's like that for everybody, bro. Like when you actually come out and try to use your skills and instead of just trying to like show some ass or do whatever you
That
do.
would be nice too.
Yeah.
No, it's
It would be
cool,
nice.
but
You know.
people look at you in a different way.
Yeah.
So like if
They no longer take your craft serious.
Yeah.
yes, they're not taking you serious.
And if you go on stage and you don't do none of that, they're gonna take you off stage.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah. 'cause you ain't doing what put you on.
you're known for shaking it, doing the crazy things, and then one
Yeah.
day you gain a conscience. You're like, I don't want to do that no more. And you go on there, they're gonna be like, well, then
we don't want you no more either.
what,
Yeah.
you can't rap. So what are you doing on stage?
Yeah. No, but she's dope, bro. Listen, I like when we have guests that are not from Cali. They
Yeah.
seem very appreciative that they're here, very respectful, and then they bring us a whole new audience rather than just a Southern Cali homie audience.
Yeah.
That's always big though, because when people can bring you their audience too, that's big for the platform.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing.
Yeah. No, she was dope, bro. I would
Yeah,
love to have her
heck yeah.
back someday. You
Yeah,
know,
she said she's down. Yeah.
you know what finiquera means?
Yeah, Phoenix.
Phoenix?
La Phoenix.
That's
yeah,
all
la
it means?
Finiquera.
Like
La
Phoenix?
Finiquera, yeah. That's just a short slang for
Like
that shit.
lady from Phoenix,
Yeah,
girl
lady
from Felix.
Phoenix, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just making
that's
sure.
true.
Just making sure, homie.
I know.
Okay. Dope.
Like
I didn't know.
Finiquero.
I didn't know what it
You
meant. till I
Yeah, it's
asked
just
her.
a
You
girl
didn't know
from
what that meant?
Phoenix.
Nah.
Yeah, girl from
Yeah,
Phoenix.
that's what it means.
Finiquera, no, it's like like a group of people. That's what like when you say Los Scandalous, when you say Lost Angels,
It's the people.
when
of
you
Phoenix.
say Insane Empire,
Yeah.
like that's
But
like
when
when
they're
you say
saying like Finiquero, they mean like the group of
the
us
whole-
from
everybody.
Phoenix.
Yeah,
All
like when they
Phoenix.
say Calesia,
Yeah.
you know that's
Yeah.
like that's what you call your corner, or
Yeah.
your city,
That's
or
your
whatever.
people.
But she's like
Yeah.
representing a girl from Phoenix.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah, she's
Dope.
doing her thing, man. She's pushing forward, so she'll
Hey,
come back.
We got a lot of news, fool. Like a lot of shit, I think.
I think so.
There's
yeah.
been a lot of shit
A
going
lot.
on.
Let's talk about Cain Velasquez.
All right.
Oh,
go
I
for
read
it.
about
Yeah,
that.
you heard about
Yeah, I
that?
read
shit?
about that. How? Yeah.
Hold on. What'd you read? You're like G the barber right now, fool. One time he was up there, he said he had it. I'm like, what you got? Let me see what you got.
Okay, so Cain Velasquez got sentenced for murder, I guess, but I guess somehow he pleaded his guilt, whatever, went through all the process, and he just ended up serving time, and they gave him, I guess, 1 year probation and some home confinement, which that counted as credit. But the whole story was that this guy was chasing this dude that was supposedly molesting one of his relatives, and even chased him for like 11 miles. And I don't know, I guess that dude, smoked him. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
so I'm gonna cut you off there because nobody died. We don't want to put that out there.
Yeah. No, it's good. Go ahead. I don't really know like that, but I heard,
so,
That was still good though.
Yeah,
He
almost.
was,
It was cool. Yeah.
retaliating against somebody
He-
that raped his or had
Molested
some
his
kind of molested.
4-year-old son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was sentenced to 5 years in prison Monday in South Bay shooting that took place in 2022. Velasquez engaged in an 11-mile high-speed car chase with Harry Goulart, who is accused of molesting Velasquez's then 4-year-old son in Morgan Hill, California. Velasquez fired multiple rounds into Goulart's car, which also carried his mother and stepfather. Velasquez hit Goulart's stepfather in the arm, resulting in non-threatening injuries. It says right here, Velasquez, who's 42, faced 10 felony charges Monday, including attempted murder, shooting at a motor vehicle or aircraft, willfully discharging a firearm from a vehicle, assault with a firearm. So yeah, he pleaded no contest to all charges. And the other guy who got hit has his own June trial. Gillard has his own June trial date
For the grape.
set after pleading not guilty to one felony charge of lewd acts with a minor. Yeah, so that's.
I don't think he did nothing wrong, bro. I think anybody, Cain. I think anybody that figures out that somebody's doing something
To your loved
to your
ones.
kids or loved ones, family member,
It's over.
like it just
Yeah.
you know, you black out and you just do what has to be done at that time to make sure your family member's gonna be good.
Yeah,
Now the question is, would you have done it in a sneakier way, or would you went out crashed out like that?
But I don't think he felt like he was crashing out, bro. I think if he felt like, hey, this is what needs to be done at
Right
the time.
now.
Yeah, because if he would have done it in a sneakier way, I think they would have looked at it like premeditated, and you're trying to do all this extra stuff to like get away with it and this. He just went like, hey, this is what I'm feeling right now, and that's what crime of passion.
Yeah.
That's the whole purpose of that, you know, that statement or crime or whatever, you know.
Okay.
It's crime of passion because it happens, you know, you black out.
Okay.
And you just do what needs to be done to stop these people from ever doing it again.
That's probably why he didn't get that much time, because you're right. If he would have planned something for and maybe put on the black ski mask, the gloves, you know, and put, you know, the boots and got a burner with no serial
or paid
number on
somebody
it.
to go and do
Then
it.
it would have been like really bad.
Yeah, if he would have paid somebody to go do it, like he was already a big figure out there, like well-known person, you know, like a celebrity, and for him to go and handle it himself, I think it was like way different than if you paid somebody to go do it, because then it's premeditated, it's this and that, you know.
Hey, Trapboii, you putting on the gloves and going sneaking at night, or you doing it in the front of everybody?
I don't care if it has to happen in the morning. I'll do it at the daylight, you know.
Like the movie Blood and Blood Out. Do it in the daytime,
Do it in the daytime, but it's Sunday.
But you're gonna be in mass, pendejo.
Yeah.
Nah, I think at the end of the day, dog, for what happened to his kid, like, you know, it's not a laughing matter, and and people really go about it.
No, because you got to put yourself in them shoes, fool.
Yeah.
Like, I think about that too. I was thinking about it the other day when I read. I go, man, if that would happen to my nephew, fool, I'll probably do the same.
Your nephew, your
Probably
kids,
worse.
whoever.
Yeah.
There's certain things in life that are off limits, and
you
you're
can't
gonna
let
crash
slide.
out.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter where anybody of those people, who they are. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know, you touch
It's
a
like that
family
lady.
member.
You didn't see that video? There's like a video floating around Instagram where it's some lady where she murked somebody that got her daughter too. You know, some guy allegedly, not even allegedly because it was true, you know, raped the little girl and smoked her. And the mom waited for her waited for that fool outside the courtroom and got him in front of everybody, fool, like the judge, all that.
You don't remember when they showed the same thing happened to the guy's son, and he was waiting at the airport for the guy to walk by with all the cops and everybody.
Oh yeah, I saw that one too.
Yeah,
He was by the payphones.
Yeah, he was by the payphones.
Yeah, fool, I saw that one too.
It's just because it just like
fool.
you're like, I don't care. I just gotta eliminate the threat.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you're just imagine the way the kid is feeling at the time, bro.
Yeah, homie.
So when you're able to say like, hey, son or daughter or
and we gotta protect
family
these
member,
kids,
like, hey, this is no longer a threat because he's not here no more.
Yep.
Because they're still thinking at any moment that this person could come and do it to them again, bro.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when it's somebody like a kid, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
Like, you want to show your kids, like, hey, I got you no matter what.
Yep.
You know?
Weird ass motherfuckers.
Yeah,
shit is
for
weird.
sure.
Yeah, for real.
You know, salute to Cain. You know?
Yeah, salute to Cain.
Hell yeah.
What else you got?
We got NBA YoungBoy got released according to the Hater World Media.
Okay.
Hey, we got new people on the Hater World Media.
Oh, do we? Okay.
Yeah,
shit.
we got a silent poster editor. We got a silent editor. I'll tell you guys who it is after.
Okay.
We got somebody in there silently posting, and then we got Mars Marlene Queen in there.
Salute,
Okay, salute,
Mars
Marlene,
Marlene
yeah.
Queen.
She's posting in there too. So whatever you guys need, send it to her, and she'll with the quick
Yeah.
Upload it.
But you guys remember that one post that you read last week about the THC with the cannabis or something.
Oh yeah.
That shit got us demonetized.
How?
Because they're talking about
dog, and so it's fully banned. We can't. They won't show our page to anybody outside of who follows us.
Wow.
So I'm trying to figure that one out right now.
So what do we gotta like?
Can't talk about cannabis, THC, any of that.
No matter what it's.
No matter anything to do with weed gets
Wow.
demonetized on YouTube, on Instagram.
That's kind of crazy when
They're I'm telling you, they're putting on the
bad,
laws, or the rules.
But that's
even
what
on
I-
YouTube, it's getting worse too.
That's what I was telling you guys a couple pods ago with, even though it's legal in California and legal in other states, federally it's not legal. So they're able to push different laws on people and make it bad.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, so I got to run through emails and, talk to the people.
Trying to
there,
figure it out.
Try to get that ban off, make them understand that it was just we weren't promoting it. It was just a news post.
Yeah, it was something that was out there in the news at the time.
Yeah, but they have that like that AI algorithm that just picks it up without even being a human that looks at it.
Oh,
it's just
shit.
a computer.
That's crazy.
It'll pick up the words and shit like that.
Different wordplay in there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But go ahead, fool. What were you gonna say?
Oh no! I was gonna say, it's just getting worse. Like with all the rules on social media now, they're buckling down. They'll flag you for like even the girls in your videos, YouTube videos.
Oh, yeah.
You put a Hennessy bottle, shoot. Hennessy wants their money. You know what I mean? You can't just promote. There's shit like that. 10 years ago was different. Yeah.
There's different words and all that. That's why people, if you watch a lot of people's videos, a lot of things are blurred out.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna blur out like Nike or Budweiser, like big brands because they want to get their money from it.
Trapboii. You gotta blur out that MLB logo, homie. What are you doing? You gonna get us banned, listen?
Trapboii.
A rato nos van a querer traer Richie.
You're gonna put a piece of tape over it.
Yep.
Hey, did you guys hear about that?
But don't go back to NBA Youngboy.
Oh yeah, he got released to a halfway house. Damn, we didn't even cover it.
Salute to NBA Youngboy.
Dirk locked up, NBA out.
It happens, bro.
Hey, halfway houses are cool, bro.
No, my mess. Why talk about it?
Because like,
What do you get to do, Full Highness?
it's more freedom. It's more freedom
Than jail.
Than jail. They help you out. They help you go find jobs. They help you move around. You know what I mean? You're not stuck there every day. Plus,
able
they
to
feed you, and then
And you get like a week pass or
yeah,
something.
they give you some kind of week passes that you're allowed to go do, like for shopping, clothes, food.
You
all
were
that,
in one?
Yeah, I was in one.
How long?
I did like 2 months. 2 months in one. Yeah. And
How about
then,
you?
What it is it's really you're really supposed to still be in jail, so it's actually still doing jail time, like while you're free.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But you're still in custody,
yeah,
basically.
you're still in jail custody. That doesn't count to your probation or parole. So, like me, I did about 16 years in jail, and
Prison.
yeah, well,
Jail
well,
is different.
Well, I did 16 years in federal prison, and I got out, and I ended up going to the halfway house. They gave me, I was supposed to get a year halfway house. I ended up doing something in jail that fucked that off, so I ended up getting 5 months halfway house. But it's a lot more freedom than being in jail.
Hell yeah.
Because you're actually free, but you're still in jail. So there's still people making rules for you and able to tell you like what you can and can't do. But at the end of the day, you're still out of jail.
And
like
it's free.
Yeah, I went to the one in Watts. So I was in the federal one in Watts. And
How about you, fool? Which one were you in?
I was the one in Brole.
No, that's where this vato's from.
That's where they got one
Yeah,
out
that's
You
there.
were in
where I
his
was at.
barrio.
yeah.
But
Did you check in?
over there?
No, with this vato, homie.
With
Don't listen to Blue.
This is the Brawley commander.
the nightmare.
Right here, fool.
He got all kinds of different nicknames. If you were checking in with him, it would have been Blue back in Calexico at those times.
No, he was a baby when I was out there.
Yeah, I was a little kid.
He was in pañales.
Nah, the thing is though, like on the real, like they're able to help you like get housing. They're able to help you get jobs.
Yeah.
And some of them are co-ed, but it's you're still in jail.
It's a better alternative though than being.
It's a
locked
big
up.
alternative to being
way
in
better,
there.
huh?
Hey,
You
to
know?
everybody in the chat, double tap your screen, like the video. Let's get to 100 likes. We got 250 people in the building. Double tap the screen. If you're on your phone, double tap, double tap, double tap. If you're watching on the computer, hit the like button. If you're watching on Kick, salute to you. I can't read the Kick comments, but I'll figure that out for the next one. So once again, anybody that wants to watch it in full quality, go to kick.com/haterworld. And if you're watching it right here on YouTube, just double tap the screen. And if you're trying to comment, you have to subscribe.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Yeah, but I'm glad NBA's out, though. At least, people were saying he's ratting. That's why he got out early.
Nah, with a lot of this stuff, people don't understand. Like, a lot of people are quick to throw rat shit on everybody, and that's kind of fucked up because
Yeah, it is.
with a lot of shit, like, you need paperwork, bro.
Facts.
And just to assume, or just because you have a big platform and you're able to say this guy or that guy's ratting,
The Borole
like
commander.
that shit don't mean shit. You know what I mean? Like, paperwork shows everything, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and I was watching like some of the shit like Whack 100 was saying about Brick Baby, and who knows what's going on over there, but just because the feds let you out, a lot of times when the feds are on you guys, they're gonna let you continue doing what
To
you're doing
surveillance you.
because they want to keep watching you commit more crimes.
Yeah.
So like on my case, we were like indicted already, kind of, but like they were following us for a year. They used to let us do all kind of shit. They'll catch us with guns. They'll catch us selling dope. They'll catch us and they'll let us go because they want to continue the indictment.
Yeah, facts.
So they were building a case. So while they build the case, they let a lot of the main people go.
Yeah.
So
To
they're
continue
letting you go.
to connect the dots.
Yeah.
So you can hang yourself, bro.
Yeah,
That's what
No,
they do,
that's
yeah.
all they're doing is they're hanging you to when they finally do, like, put the hammer down.
Yeah, there's
like
no
they got
excuses.
so much about you
Yeah.
that you're hit.
I told you guys, fool, when I got busted in Calexico for illegal alien smuggling,
Yeah.
the ICE agent was letting me go that same day. And I thought, like, what the fuck? And then he goes, see that big pile of paperwork over there? That's your cousin. He goes, he's been here like 500 times. But we're letting him every single time. So when we get tired of his ass, there's 500 times he can't give us no excuses on why he did it.
Listen, bro.
That
when,
made me right there move different.
look, when they got us, bro, they had me under surveillance for about a year, right?
Yeah.
So they caught us maybe like 9 different times within a year, but different people.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't just me. Like, they caught me one time in the car. They let my little homie plead out to the gun in the car. So I'm thinking, all right, well, my homie took the rap for the gun, so we're good.
We're good.
Like, it ain't nothing. They caught the homie with a couple ounces. They caught the homie over here with a couple pounds. But all of it was building a case against us to when they finally did have us.
There's no excuses.
They're all the way locked in. And most people know when the feds got you, they got you. And a lot of thing is like, there's really no bail. Like, some of these
Yeah.
people that are getting these early bails is kind of crazy because in my case, the only people that got bail were the women. I got one of my homies out of the whole case that got bail, but he never had a criminal history. He didn't really have nothing big on his case. So he wasn't a main target,
Yeah.
They just had him for like what was it? What is it? Like property. Like, they were trying to take property from him. So he signed over the property and they let him out, But a lot of these dudes that are able to get out are, I've been seeing a lot of different shit, bro. Like, I watch this shit and these people are thinking like, oh, he must have been a snitch if he was able to get out. Like, that's not always the case. They're going to let you out to continue the conspiracy.
Yeah.
Because once you're under a criminal, like a RICO conspiracy, bro, like, they know they got you no matter what.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna let it continue.
We'll get into that right now.
Yeah.
Trapboii, scoot a little bit more this way. You're too much to the edge. Right there. There you go. What other news we got?
Remember that Peruvian dude?
Which
He got lost out on fishing for 95 days. You seen that?
I think I seen
On
that.
fishing?
Yeah, he went on a fishing trip, bro, and he had to eat roaches.
Oh,
he had to eat turtle blood and whatever he could find, and
Where'd
he
you
survived.
see that at?
On the Hater World Media. Yeah, dog.
Damn, salute to Hater World Media.
Yeah, I
Doing
guess
that
he went
thing.
out on like a 2-week fishing trip, and his shit got pushed far away. So he said like the shit that was keeping him motivated was he's a grandpa, so he had a 2-year-old granddaughter. I think his mom's still
Thinking
alive.
about his family.
Yeah, that's what kept him. So he started eating roaches and turtle blood. I don't know. He must have had. It doesn't say if he had the.
That's nasty, huh?
But
I mean,
if
what are you
that's
gonna
all you
do?
got,
And when you're starving,
when
your
you're
stomach
starving,
hurts?
bro, yeah.
And I was gonna say, not trying to throw like my life, but like I'm doing Ramadan, so I don't eat or drink. The other day, bro, I realized that if you're hungry, because I was really hungry, I hadn't eaten for like 20 some hours, but I've been doing it for 20 days. I told
20
myself,
hours? How long is your? Don't you got?
I have a period, but if you miss, then you can't eat
until the next cycle.
until the next cycle. Yeah.
How do you miss when I'm not trying to like
So like you can eat basically from
So you're on Ramadan
12
right
to
now?
12, right?
yeah, but I'm clear though. No, you eat from you can eat in between 7 p.m.
It's when the sun's
and
up
5
or down,
a.m.
right?
Yeah, 5 a.m.
Yeah.
So, but like if you eat at 7 p.m., who's gonna wake up at 3, 4 in the morning to make breakfast? It's hard to do that.
Yeah. So you miss a whole.
If
to
you
the
miss
next-
that, then you got to go all the way to 7. So now you're on a 24-hour cycle. So I try not to. I get up at 3, cook a couple boiled eggs, something light, and then to get me through till 7. So I can
You
eat
don't
the-
try to hit the alarms or nothing like that.
Yeah, I do, bro. But like even then, it's hard to wake up and like get in motion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if I do it at 5, it's too late.
No, I get it.
I get up at 5 in the morning, but then
Yeah.
it's like by the time I get up and make
The sun's already
breakfast,
up.
already
so that's
done.
it.
Yeah, it's done. So, but what I'm saying is like I understand this dude because the other day I was like, man, if you're starving, you're gonna eat whatever you gotta eat, dog.
I mean, you got to do what you got to do.
You know,
sometimes.
yeah. I mean, it's gonna happen, bro. Because like shit, like when you're starving, everything looks good. I fucking
Was
hate
he like
hamburger
on the
helper.
boat, on the water, or under the water?
No, he was on a boat. Like
Because remember one time there was that one guy that was like in the air bubble underneath in the ship.
Like submarine.
Yeah,
or
no,
something?
there's a boat that flipped over and went to the bottom, but it got an air pocket.
Oh shit!
And that fool survived in that air pocket, fool, for like fucking a month or 2 months.
That's big.
And he was in that air pocket underneath the water. That's crazy, huh?
Well, because there's
crazy,
nothing
yeah.
you can do right there
And he didn't know where he was at, so he didn't know how far he could swim up without.
without dying.
He said, I ate roaches, I ate birds. He said, I didn't want to die. My mother is alive. He said, and I said, I didn't want to die because of my mother.
And he was crying when he said that, huh?
I have a 2-month-old granddaughter. I held on to
Play the
her.
audio like this.
Oh, I could play. You want to play
Yeah,
the
but
audio?
put it on the microphone.
On the mic.
Trip on December 7th when stormy weather threw him off course and he ended up adrift in the Pacific Ocean. His family launched a search but were unable to locate him. Peru's maritime patrols located him on March 12th after an Ecuadorian fishing patrol found him adrift nearly 700 miles off the coast of Peru, severely dehydrated and in critical condition.
Oh, this vato.
She's at the door.
Go open the front door.
All right, it went dead. But yeah, anyways, he got
That's big though, bro.
700
Yeah.
miles away, bro. That's far.
Yeah.
You know how far that is? That's like going
700 miles away?
That's
Yeah.
like going to Vegas twice right now.
probably farther, dog.
Going to Vegas and back, bro. That's 700
so
miles.
is it? How far? Nah, it's way farther than that,
How?
bro. That's like only like
From here to Imperial is 250 miles.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's 3 hours away.
So it's there and back twice.
Vegas, here and back.
Oh, there you go.
yeah,
That's what I
Yeah,
said.
there you go.
Come on, bro.
that's still far off the coast. That's far.
But that's big,
Yeah,
bro.
you're
You
not
know how
gonna-
far that is?
You're not gonna see anything. Like when you look in a circle, all you see is water.
So how do you get rescued then?
Ecuadorian ship found him.
Lucky
He's Peruvian. Got
motherfucker.
lucky dog. Yeah.
Lucky ass
Yeah.
fool. Hey,
You're already thinking you're dead, bro.
Yeah, fool.
You're like, hey, it's over.
Have you seen that movie on
Castaway.
No, there's a movie on Netflix where some girls she's being trafficked in the container, and the container falls off the ship, and the container's in the middle of the ocean.
What movie is that?
Yeah, I seen a little clip of it, but I haven't watched it. Yeah,
and she's stuck in the middle of the ocean on a container full inside of it. But after certain days, it starts sinking little by little, more and more. So she has to live on top of it while it's floating. On the last day, and she's pregnant.
I'm gonna watch that shit. I seen,
that's crazy.
but you know what?
What movie is that?
It's on Netflix, fool. It's like it's one of the main movies that pops up.
A container like that though will only sink if there's a hole in it.
Yeah, there's holes.
There's holes in it.
Yeah,
Okay,
there's
that's
holes,
why,
and it started sinking
Little by little, yeah. Because if it's like sealed off, that shit'll last. You'll be able to float.
She was floating for like 2-3 months. She even had the baby and everything, but then after a while,
She had the baby while she was on
she was
it?
in there.
Damn.
Yeah, it's one of those movies that
I'm
I
gonna
get
check
you.
that shit. I seen it, but I didn't check it
It
out.
makes one of those movies that makes you cry at the end.
What the fuck you think you're talking to? You can't fool. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now.
What? No, I'm not saying you. I'm just saying
hold
in
on,
general,
hold on.
those movies that you make you
Everybody
cry at the
else
end
but
when it's
Blue.
sad.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
I'm not-
Everybody
come on,
but
bro.
you, dog.
I'm not
You can't
doing
trick
that.
me, fool.
No, I'm not. I didn't even go there. I was
I'm just
saying,
letting you
like,
know, fool,
there's
whatever's
one of those
coming
movies
up
that make
here-
you cry at the end, like the Titanic.
What is Trapboii on, dog?
Whatever you're trying to think of up here, you can't trick me into falling me into the trap.
Come on, dog.
Just so we get that straight.
Is that what Trapboii's on?
That's what it seemed like.
Damn.
Nah, I never go.
Damn,
I never
son,
went there,
where'd you
dog.
find
I
this?
never went there.
Son, where'd you
have
find
ever cried
this?
after a movie?
Oh, that means
Once, yeah, maybe once, yeah.
Which
What
one?
movie
Boys,
was that?
movie?
Boys in the Hood?
Narcos.
Let me find out.
American Me?
Was it
American Me?
Let's be real. I'm gonna ask you. Was it? I'll name some movies that.
Selena.
Oh, that's it. Did you cry after Selena?
Nah,
Titanic. He said that Titanic.
Oh, Titanic.
Yeah.
nah, it wasn't the Titanic, but I'm just saying, like, yeah.
Which
it was
one?
of those-
Give us an example.
Be real.
Okay, so I
A
was
walk
with
to remember.
Okay, I was with a female, and I was watching a movie. She was so wanting to see that, and I don't know. It's just out of nowhere. It's just, you know what I
Came
mean?
out.
Which
it just
one?
came out.
Yeah, I
Tell
gotta
us
know
the
which
movie.
movie.
The Notebook.
Oh,
Hey, that wasn't me, dog. That wasn't me.
Was that the one where
I'm just
like,
right there, just
Did you
seeing
get
it.
some?
You know what I mean? But
Did you get some?
huh?
Did you get some?
Yeah,
That's a good
Yeah.
fucking movie. The
I
Notebook.
never watched it.
yeah.
That's a good movie.
I've seen it.
He like leaves and then comes back.
That comes
and then
back,
he
yeah,
with
gets
her.
back her.
Did you
but
cry
the
too,
whole
Opina?
time? But the whole time,
That gave you a tearjerker?
yeah.
Did you cry
somehow
too,
it just came
Opina?
out.
Come on,
It's because
no.
usually when
Hell
I see
no.
those movies, it comes up, bro. But I try to hold it. You know what I mean? I'm like, nah. That's that. I don't
But that's
do
what I'm
this,
saying.
you
So
know?
like, reality from real. So like, what I'm saying is, when you get in those moments and you cry, like after the Notebook, like you did, do you feel like, is it something that relates to you? So you feel like, I wish that was me. Like I came back from a trip and then got back with my ex or some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is that what it makes?
I
you
mean,
feel?
yeah, kind of. I
Okay,
kind of
that's-
thought of
that's
something
real.
like that. You know?
I know. You know.
You feel it?
Well, I didn't cry.
Let me know.
But
Opina,
you know.
I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about scary movies? Those get you going?
I like scary movies. Yeah,
Yeah, I like scary
Yeah,
movies.
they
They're best,
they got me good. Yeah, I like those. That's why I like when we went out the ghost hunting the other day. That's how I was like, I was feeling it. You know, not like
Yeah,
I need
yeah.
this shit right now.
You guys heard some sounds out
I
there.
don't know.
dog.
I didn't hear nothing.
You didn't hear any
So
sounds?
we shot that in two. We shot that on two. We shot that on the camcorder from 2008 with the DVD in it.
Okay.
Because those cameras have night vision. They don't make them like that no more. So that Sony,
That's the camera you use.
Old school.
yeah,
Yeah.
it records onto a disc, right? It's from 2008, and they have night vision, fool. So you hit a switch on it, and everything turns like green infrared. So that's why we did it with that one. But I also had my iPhone out there like this, and on the OG one, you can't really see nothing except for like, you know, the tombstones and us, right? But when I came to watch the one from my phone, you could see the orbs all over that motherfucker,
Man,
dog.
that's crazy.
Hey, I'm talking about that shit is flooded with orbs. You know what orbs are, right?
Yeah, I seen it. You showed
And
me.
you could tell an orb from like a mosquito or something.
Just a light in the
Yeah,
background.
fool.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
orb, it was orbs everywhere. And then when we played back the audio, we heard a girl say hello.
Hello.
What did
yeah,
you think
girl
the
said hello,
orbs
yeah.
were at the time when you?
You can't see them when you're there.
So when you replayed it,
I seen them.
How'd you?
I was
what
at
were
my
you thinking about
I was
it?
at my pad with my nephew, and we were replaying the video, and we're like, "Oh shit, look at this!" It was like, "Oh man, we didn't even realize it because in person you don't see them." You know.
so you
now,
think it was just like
Nah, it gotta be spirits.
The spirits in the background.
Now I want to reevaluate the audio now.
To see everything.
Because if I was able to pick up audio on that old little Sony, I'm able to hear it on my phone.
Mostly everything.
Damn.
So hopefully.
Because we did pick something up. Because you showed me something earlier.
Yeah, it was a girl that said hello.
Yeah.
And there's nobody there before it was empty.
Nobody, it was dead.
And we didn't hear it there, but we heard it on the audio.
What do you think about it when you heard the girl saying hello later?
I was watching it on the premiere live.
Yeah.
And I heard it. I'm like, what the fuck? And then even people in the chat heard it. So if I didn't hear it there and I heard it on the audio, come on. Because you would hear it there in person.
No, of course.
It's like right here, we're all chilling and we don't hear nothing.
And we hear somebody yelling later like, hey.
Yeah, and we're like, what the fuck? I didn't hear that when I was there. So it has to be something, dog.
Was it crazy to you? Is it something that you want to look into further later?
I think so.
Like go back?
Our fan base doesn't like that type of shit. Our fan base are 2 level 10 cholotes way. They don't like that type of shit.
They're like, hey, what you talking about?
Now, if somebody would have pulled up and we would have gotten in a fight, they would have loved that content.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Blue Devil getting packed out.
Yeah, there you go.
It's not our fans. It's the whole world like that shit.
Nah.
Blue Devil Trapboii getting packed out in the cemetery.
So I'm gonna upload.
Let's go.
I'm gonna the 4K version. I'm gonna upload it on my Blue Devil Reacts page because that one doesn't go live. It's only uploads, and I got a different fan base over there.
It looked crazy though because I watched it later. Like I know we've been planning something like this.
Yeah.
For what, about a month?
Yeah.
3 weeks, something like that.
Yeah.
So when I seen you actually doing it, I was just chilling at the pad. I'm like, hey, let me see what Blue Devil got going on, because I like to tap into a lot of our content. You know what I mean? Just to see what's going on when I'm not here or whatever, you know. So when I seen it, I was like, oh shit! Like
we gotta do it live. That's what I told this fucker. We gotta do it live on Kick, so that way we're live. That'll be something to watch.
Do you think that
really
you're gonna
get the whole thing right? Sorry, my bad. Sorry.
No, you're good. Do you think you're gonna hear the same thing on live?
I think if we didn't go look for Ghost. We went just a videotape. So if we go with the intention to try to communicate with one, maybe take a Ouija board, maybe take a couple
Mr.
of gadgets.
Ouija, we got him here.
Yeah.
You know, I think if we play the Ouija at the cemetery, especially the cemetery we went to, it's the oldest one in the IE. They said, all the people from the Western days are buried there.
Oh shit!
I think we'll definitely see something, dog.
I got an old one, like the original ones.
Really?
It's like
So
rap.
it's like-
Yeah, I'll give it to you guys, and you guys can
Nah,
fuck
you can
with
roll
it.
with us, fool.
Let's go.
We'll go as a team,
That
fool.
one's got some.
let's go.
That's got some old school shit.
You
on
guys
it.
look like you guys are really like
Yeah, it was tight.
you know,
Yeah,
I'm one right there. You know,
Yeah, fool.
it looked cool for real.
Yeah, well, you got to remember, fool. Okay, so that cemetery is surrounded. You got all the gangs on the side, right? Then you got a whole homeless encampment. Then you got some ghetto ass apartments. Then you got the whole city with the downtown fucking
View.
So we're literally like surrounded by everything. Like
Who's you
all
think
around.
out of everybody? Who do you think you got to look out for the most?
I will say the cops, number one, because they're always passing by because it's hot. And I say game bangers because they'll see the heavy equipment.
And be like, hey, who's
come
this?
up.
Like, let me
You're
see.
talking about 2 a.m, fool, and
Let
they
me
see
go
somebody
catch
out
you
there with a
slipping.
big ass camera. You don't think that's a come up for fools that are rolling around
Hell
trying to come up on shit?
Because at the end of the day, they're gonna go and be able to get high real quick.
Yeah. So that's
You know?
all this fool. When we leave,
That's what people are thinking about.
Yeah,
when
it's
we're
true.
sneaking out, we gotta sit by the side and wait until like
It's clear.
yeah, and then we run.
Even walking back to your
walk
car.
Yeah, that's why we walk quick and then bow out because right there for with the quickness, somebody will pull up on you. Anybody, I don't care who. If it's you,
Anybody.
you giving it up. We giving it up, dog.
I mean, listen,
You know?
dog. If it's your life or what you got, it's like, dog, come on now.
Yeah, you can have
It's
that.
an easy choice.
Yeah, facts.
Go ahead and take this.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, facts.
You know?
Yep.
Because you're not gonna die. Because there's always another day that you could figure it out and try to, get what you got.
Yeah, facts.
Whatever's lost back.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, for sure.
I mean, it is what it is. you know?
But the goal was not to. Okay, so this is the goal for. I told the homie right here. We're trying to come up with a name, right, and do adventures like that.
I've seen it.
Daytime too.
Yeah.
Not
Daytime
only,
too?
Yeah, daytime too.
Not night only.
It don't have to only be like the cemetery.
But the night looked crazy
night look
because of the
crazy.
black and white.
The camera.
You know, the camera
infrared.
angles.
It reminded me
yeah.
of like the Blair Witch Project.
That's what we were talking about earlier.
Oh yeah, like some style like that.
But we were trying to figure out what to do next, like where to go, like some type of adventure in the day.
What else have you guys been thinking about?
I don't know. I haven't came up.
You
with
guys
nothing.
haven't put nothing in there.
I got a great one.
Let me hear it.
camera. Alpha camera. Yeah. Well,
No, tell us right now.
Yeah, you should do the river bottom, fool.
We went there already.
Yeah, they did that already.
Yeah, we already
At 3 in the morning.
No,
Yeah.
well, which one did you go to though?
Oh, we went to the one. Up
Yeah,
the block.
no.
Yeah.
The one where they got a whole community on the water.
What about the tunnels?
But that'd be daytime because nighttime.
you gotta
nighttime
go
nobody's walking out of
daytime,
that.
yeah.
bitch.
what
yeah,
about
it's too
the
risky.
tunnels?
Which tunnel?
All the little tunnels in the river bottoms. You know how they have all the little tunnels you can go in?
Why can't you fools say like go to Disneyland or something? You
Because
motherfuckers
it's not gonna do
I got creative stuff. I think you should go and you should go like bungee jumping or skydiving, but push Trapboii off.
First.
Like do some shit like that. Like, you
If he
gotta do
makes it, then you could do
But
it.
that's what it is though.
yeah, like stuff like that. Like
But
that'd be
I
crazy.
wanted to name it something like where we can all go. Like, so I don't want to just make the name where it has to be me and him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that way, if one day you want to substitute or one of you guys want to
200 boys type shit.
yeah.
boom. So it's
Squad
a,
up.
it's a
Yeah,
universal
yeah.
name.
Yeah.
I came up with uncut boys because we're not gonna cut the
That'd be
footage.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I see
And
it.
that'll be a collective.
That'd be
Yeah.
dope though, because
what I
if
mean?
you think about it, even just off what Opina was saying, like
Shit like
bungee
that, yeah,
jumping and
Yeah.
doing crazy shit, I think that should be
Get
dope.
to Magic Mountain and like do like a fucking. Me and this will do a paper rock and scissors. Who's going on that fucking Superman one? I
I'm
hate
not
rides,
going.
so-
Hold on,
I'm
she
not
got a,
going.
She got a good one. Alcatraz.
Oh shit,
That'll be
That's a
dope
good
too.
one. man.
Alcatraz?
Oh, Trapboii didn't
Damn.
turn off his phone? Damn,
Your phone?
son.
Damn.
I guess who's so important, my boy?
Hey, that fool goes in for a upgrade and they gave him the same phone.
That's crazy, dog. I mean, you just said that, fool. Hey, but I did jump in from one phone
got
that was
the
older
iPhone.
phone into a new one. Hey, but at least it's there. It's in the,
The
new
iPhone
one.
8
You know
once
what I mean?
again.
Like, nah, it's good, dog. It's good.
Okay,
iPhone
but
I
8?
moved from one. I went from one to another. You know.
hold on. So let's go back. Does that sound like a good idea? Like the adventures type of thing?
I think the adventures will be dope, bro. But like for me, like heights are like
No go.
crazy
Me too.
for me,
Hell
bro.
no.
So
I'll do heights. I'll go at it with Trapboii Heights.
I like heights for real.
so a lot of the
Yeah.
stuff for me, like
real.
I
Yeah,
can't
that
do
shit
it,
right there
bro.
is-
You know, like some of the stuff
We
for
could
me
do
is
some
like
other. We
tough.
could do some other. You know what I'm saying? We can make up some cool shit. I like stuff
Who's
like that.
down with the hot chip challenge or something like
Shit
that?
like that. Oh,
Yeah.
right here. He's with all that.
I'm ready.
You with it?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, I was watching like some people that I watch on like IG and shit, and they were talking about like to eat 6 saltines in a minute. And people think it's easy, bro, but
damn.
I seen 4 people try it and nobody did it.
Oh fuck! It's like eating them Popeye biscuits with no water,
Or just drinking a Sprite, like
gulping it down.
gulping it. You know what I mean? Like some of that shit is hard.
That'll be good
And
too.
and it's
Yeah.
stuff that people don't think about, but if you really think about it, it's stuff that's like, oh shit,
entertains people.
Like
People
who's gonna
entertain-
do it?
Yeah.
but if we do it, we're gonna do it on one of my other pages because this page, I'm telling
It's
you,
not for it, huh?
Yeah, it's not for it. These fools are just into mierda. You know, sorry, but it's the
But
truth.
we gotta still,
The squad follows us anywhere we go. Salute to the squad.
but we gotta
You know,
we
but-
gotta keep growing the squad, and we gotta keep growing out our pages, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Because if we don't grow them, you see how they do some of these different pages, bro.
Yeah.
They'll catch them for whatever and cancel them out, and then the people, they'll never be able to grow their page again. So like most of the squad, when you see us building pages, like Blue got, what else do you got, Blue, that people are here now that should be watching us build other pages?
We got Hater World Uncensored, you know, and then we also got the Blue Devil Reacts page, which
Yeah.
the Blue Devil Reacts, I'm gonna leave it for uploads only. And right here on this page, we're already stuck in the algorithm for lives. So
Yeah.
we're going to leave this for lives. And then the uncensored is just for all the leftover shit.
But it's still like, if people think about it, right? You got what, like 70K here?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. And then the other page drops all the way down to what, half?
Like 20, I think. 20.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, if all the people really
that'll
fuck
never
with
happen.
us,
Yeah.
but if they really did fuck with us, like, if you guys would tap into all the pages we do got and, like, support us, like, that shit would be really big to keep us growing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. But that'll never happen. We got more people that hate us than love us.
No, that's a fact.
That's a
and
fact.
they just tap in just to be like, fuck you,
You know, how
Blue
many,
Devil.
you know how many people are watching right now that can't tell us they like our shit? They like us deep down inside,
Yeah.
but they hate us so much they can't
Well, you
tell
see
us.
my boy is always on there.
D. Vader.
Yeah, that fool hates me, dog. But that fool's watching right now with his lady. Like, watch right now when they accept phone
You're
calls.
getting him to call in. He's
Yeah.
gonna call in.
Hey, everybody in the chat, double tap your screen to like the video. Double tap, double tap, double tap. If you're on the computer, hit the like button. Make sure you comment in the algorithm right there in the chat. And if you want to comment, you can't. Make sure you subscribe. All right. Salute to everybody. Any super chats that come in, we'll read them at the end. All right. There's more news. There's a lot more news.
Yeah, we got
Keep hitting us with the super chats, though.
Sasa Walker shot in critical condition. His artist Say So P dead after
Done.
target attack. Yeah.
You saw
Yeah, that happened in Memphis. I seen it.
Yeah.
Did you see the video though?
I watched it.
They ran up on that fool and they let him have it.
They
dog.
said when they were standing over Sauce Walker, they seen who it was and gave him action.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe that.
I mean, if you look back, even Twista said, like, fools ran up on him to rob him, and they're like, hold up, you're Twista? He's like, yeah. They're like, all right, dog, we give you love. Because some people fuck with you, dog.
Yeah.
And you're not the intended target.
Yeah.
So when they do see you and they fuck with you, they're like, you know what, dog, I'm gonna let you make it. And people don't understand, like, when it's people that actually
could've been
fuck with
gone.
you. Yeah,
He
for
could've-
sure.
fool,
They
by
already
the-
shot him twice in the leg.
By the way I saw that video,
Yeah.
he could have been done. He could have been done, fool.
Of course. But now they got the family saying, like, oh, you set my son up because,
Insurance.
listen, whenever anybody is paying for an artist or whoever, like, they put an insurance policy on you, especially when you're in this kind of life.
Yeah.
Like, we understand, like, if I'm gonna give you 100K, 50K, 20K to be my artist, of course I'm gonna put an extra $100 a month to have an insurance policy on you if you're out there fucking running the streets, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you do die, shit happens.
It was
but
like-
at least I'm covered.
It's like this documentary on Master P that I watched in the 90s.
Yeah.
The insurance man used to go to the projects and get all the little kids on insurance. The parents used to get all the little kids on insurance, fool, because of all the killings that
They
would
know what
happen.
it is.
Little ass kids, fool, having insurance policies on themselves, fool.
Because it happens, bro. Like, look, I've had like people, family members, like, that know that they're out there and like in the game, and they're like, okay, well, it's easy to put a insurance policy on you. You know, I'm not hoping you die, but if you do die, we're gonna get paid.
Yeah.
You know what happens, bro?
Yeah.
You know,
What's the backstory on that? Is where's Say So P from? Was he from where?
Memphis. He's from Memphis
from
too.
Memphis. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was alleged, right, that he ran off with $200K of somebody's money.
Yeah. I saw
But that's
that
what
too.
somebody's trying to say, and his mom came on there and was like, he always flosses so much money and there's no way it could have happened. And who says it could have?
Right.
You know, like, after somebody dies, somebody's easily able to say whatever.
Yeah.
Like, oh, but this happened because of this. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, nobody knows what happened. Somebody could have just seen somebody blinging out there like, hey, this fool got a chain and I need that.
Yeah.
Who knows what happened, bro? You know,
but it looks like it looks like they ran up on him though. They
know what it
wanted him.
was.
Yeah, they wanted
Yeah,
him.
Yeah, you could tell.
But that's his city. So it's like if I'm in Highland Park, somebody runs up on me, but lets both of you guys live, but kills me. Like, shit happens, bro. They were looking for me. I'm from Highland Park.
Yeah, that's
They said, okay, Opina.
That's an island. That's an island nightmare.
Yeah.
He ain't.
Blue,
He ain't the
I'm gonna
target.
let you make it too. But Drew gotta go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
It's a
shit
section,
happens,
the
bro.
section you're in, yeah,
Because
that's
that's where you're from, bro.
Yeah.
You know, most people aren't able to be at where they're from, bro. So, you know, if you're from Atlanta and a motherfucker runs up in you in Atlanta and kills you, you know, they're looking for you, bro.
Yeah.
You know?
And then nowadays, it's like, if you're a trophy, you're a trophy. They want
But
you.
a lot of these fools don't understand that they're trophies in their hood, bro. You know? Especially if you're out there talking and, like, you're the one representing for your area, bro.
Yeah.
You know? People are coming for you, dog. Like, right now, everybody's looking for Opina.
Shit.
The Nightland Nightmare.
I said, hey, what's up with that? Some of these guys think they're trophies.
That's true.
Trying to diss and shit.
That's
you know?
true.
Thinking they're trophies and they're somebody. You
Yeah,
know?
we seen it.
We seen that shit.
We got
funny.
fools dissing us.
A lot of fools
out of
think,
nowhere.
A lot of fools think they somebody, but they not. You
Yeah.
know, like just because you kick it with the homies and you got a cuete in your pocket and you come around, fool, that don't make you a trophy, my boy.
Nah, hell nah.
You know, that don't make you a trophy. You gotta have some stamps, fool. Like you gotta have a backstory.
People know who they're looking for, bro.
Yeah.
You know that. It's easy, bro.
Yeah.
They know who they're looking for. You know?
Yeah, facts. What else we
Yeah.
got?
George Foreman died. Heavyweight
damn.
boxer. man.
R.I.P.
Salute.
George
R.I.P.
Foreman.
Hey, he has some good ass fights, dog. He fought
That fool's
Muhammad
a
Ali.
beast.
Yeah,
That
he
fool's a
did, yeah.
beast.
He fought Muhammad Ali, bro. He was in the ring with the greats. So you got to give him the
George
credit.
Foreman Grill?
Yeah,
That's what
Come
I
on,
remember
bro.
him for.
Damn, you don't remember?
No,
him
that fool's a
He
beast
was
back in the
heavyweight-
day with
I
the
didn't watch
boxing.
his fights.
He was a heavyweight champion. Bro.
I was a Mike
yeah.
Tyson.
Beast. But he was a beast back in the day for the boxing, bro.
Yeah, he was a
What did
beast.
he die from?
Shit. I think I don't know. I didn't read. I just know he died.
Yeah, they just said he passed away.
Maybe
But-
because he was too old or what?
He was old, but I mean, he was still not old enough to just
He
die
said
from.
he's peacefully departed today, surrounded by his loved ones. At
Yeah.
the age of 50, about 76, 75, 76 almost.
Sometimes, but you gotta remember all this stuff that, like, the hard times he put on his body, bro.
Oh yeah.
Like, just think about that. Like, he's been boxing and doing all that shit to his body, bro.
His whole
Like,
life.
he's had a hard life on his body, bro. You know, so sometimes things happen, bro.
Yeah. He was a legend.
Yeah, salute to him,
Was
man.
he ever a
Huh?
champion?
He was a heavyweight champion.
That fool's a
Champion?
beast.
Okay.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
fought all the greats. Bro.
Condolences to his family, man. R.I.P. to him.
Yeah, George.
You think
Foreman.
75 years is a long fool for life?
Fuck yeah.
That's a good one. That's a
Especially
good
what he
life.
went through. Especially what he went through. The
Yeah.
beatings. He
'Cause
took some beatings, bro.
Yeah, he took
He
some
gave
hard
some,
times
he
to his
gave some,
life.
but he got some too. You know.
I mean, right now we can die at 50 or 60 and feel like we had a full life.
Damn.
That's just what it is.
it's crazy because
I mean, we're getting older, but if you think about it, look at Trapboii. How
That
old are
fool
you?
can die falling
Me,
off
I'm
the
29.
bike.
29,
29.
Trapboii. So if you lived another 35 years, would you feel like you did you lived it to existence?
Sort of, kind of, but I still feel like I would need a little bit more just to.
How much little bit more?
Freeze me, homie.
80.
We were at 80?
Yeah.
George Foreman died at what?
75, 76.
75. Come on, my boy. You said 80. He's right there.
Yeah.
Blue Devil been wanting to get freezed
Freeze
since
me, dog.
we've been like the last 3 months talking about Blue Devil getting freezed.
I want to come back at fucking. I
He
want
wants
to
to
come
come
back
back.
at 25.
How
19,
though?
19.
We never said
Wait, 1919.
No, I said 19.
19 what?
Man, I wish I was
19
I wish
years
I was
old.
younger.
He said
yeah,
he wants
19
you to
years
come
old.
back at 19
Oh,
years
nah,
old.
19 years old, yeah.
Freeze me, homie.
Look, if we froze you right now
Here we go with this story.
That's what we're saying.
Let's ask him the story.
Let's go.
Let's
Go. This you. Hit him, Blue. Hit him, Blue.
Hey, if you're gonna die, you want to be put in the grave or put in the freezer to get frozen to come back later.
For how much?
The price don't
or
matter.
in the
No,
freezer to
no,
come
there
back?
was a cost.
You're like
We talk about the cost.
You're like 60 years old.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
And you die.
and you die,
But you got like an extra 200 racks, 250.
and you got 5 minutes to make the decision. They're like, well, we can freeze you, and you'll come back in 200 years once we figure out how to freeze you and bring you back.
I'd rather die.
Imagine the
I'd rather be
highness for
gone.
200 years. That's it.
But
That's
you're gonna
crazy.
be an old
That's
ass
crazy.
vato.
You wouldn't want to be frozen.
It's gonna be like Blue Devil.
I don't know about that one, bro.
You're gonna die anyways.
Yeah, I mean, regardless, but still,
But
it's
just
like-
give my family the money, bro.
Damn, you fools are bums.
Hey, did you hear
You
about
wouldn't
that?
want. Come on, Drewps.
I'm not gonna do it, bro. Look, I'm gonna come back. My daughter's gonna be like dead already. All my family's fucked over.
Yeah, but you could meet your grandsons.
Yeah, you
But
get to meet all that
but I'm
later.
fucked off already. Like I'm coming back. I'm still gonna be.
You won't be triple OG. You'll be quadruple. So and so OG.
You're gonna come back in the year fucking 2400,
But at the end of the
2300.
That's gonna be the.
And when you come back, they're gonna be gangbanging.
but you're not
on
gonna have
virtual
no money.
reality.
Okay, you come back.
It's
But
not gonna
who's
be the
gonna be-
internet no more. It's gonna be
Yeah.
virtual reality.
But
dog.
who's gonna be saving your money? Who's gonna be saving your shit?
You're gonna be a relic for that. The government will probably have like welfare in the future
You're gonna be like
for those that come back.
yeah. You're gonna meet your great grand, and he's gonna be like, "Yo, great. This is how we gangbang now." He's gonna put on a virtual reality.
They're gonna
helmet.
be like, I'm Opina, Mr. Ouija.
That's just funny.
I'm
as
just
fuck.
saying, like, at the end of the day, dog, we're coming back. Let's say you died. You had money. Your family's gonna spend it.
gone.
Nobody's gonna care about you no more because you're gonna pop back on the scene 100, 200 years later. And you're gonna be
I
like,
think your
hey,
family
remember
would
me.
want you around because they want to learn about their history, homie.
They might want to learn the history. That's a good
That
one,
is a
Blue.
good one,
You
yeah.
know.
They might want to learn the history, but at the end of the day, I think most times when you die and people look back on it, they look back on what you did wrong, the shit that didn't go good. Like, nobody's never looking like, okay, this fool had a great life and respects to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People look back on the bad shit you did, bro. Nobody's never like trying to shine light on your good shit.
Only your immediate family will do that. Your
Yes.
moms, your grandma,
And
they'll
they'll
be
be
But
gone.
unless they're balling and like
Yeah.
well off later, like let's say, okay, let's just go all the way crazy. Rosa Parks comes back. She was known for like fighting
Underground-
for
yeah, underground tunnels, right? Is that her?
no, Rosa
No,
Parks
no.
is sitting in the
Oh, the
Back
bus.
seat.
The
The
bus.
back
okay,
of the, yeah, the,
that's
the
later on.
bus
Yeah.
and all that
Okay,
stuff,
yeah.
right? I'm just saying, I'm just throwing some dumb shit out there. But I'm just saying, like, they're not gonna be like, hey, here's fucking
Yeah, they
$1 million
will.
bucks for you.
Yeah,
You
they
think so?
will. I think so.
Who?
I don't think they'll give her money like that, but I think they'll situate her somehow.
Somebody will.
You would hope.
Like Blue said, they're gonna have a
Listen,
program for
dog,
that.
like a lot of us, look at a lot of people that went to jail that put on for their area, put on for their place. They don't come out and they're
Use
just
Big Meech,
balling.
for example.
He's not balling. What is he balling
Yeah,
on?
he's not balling.
Who cares about him right now?
50
Yeah.
and 50's on his head.
Yeah, but nobody cares about him right now.
Yeah.
Nobody, okay, hey, here's 10, 20 racks here,
Well, I'm sure he's getting a little bit of money, but not enough money.
but not enough to, like,
Yeah.
think, like, who he is.
Or here's a couple million. Get on
yeah,
your feet.
fool, hey, get
In
on
which
your
that
feet.
wouldn't be bad because the people he knows got
50 was the
millions.
one putting him on, bro.
And he backstabbed them.
And
You don't think he
okay,
backstabbed them?
He did.
50?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, Meech backstabbed 50.
Of course.
I think he did.
How are you going to go over there with his enemy, bro?
Yeah. Yup.
So if he wouldn't have went over there with his enemy, bro, he would still have his son
And be
moving
making
up
money.
in the game and doing his thing.
Yep.
But he didn't. He said, hey, let me go get 20, 30 racks from Rick Ross.
Yeah, Ross.
And I'm going to do my thing.
And that money, yup.
But that's just done.
Do you feel like 50 should understand? Like, all right, this food is
No,
bread?
hell no. Why?
Yeah, huh? You would have
Why?
made that over here with me.
If you just went over there and did that dumb shit when I already had you locked in, like, what the fuck does that
true
mean?
that.
Yeah.
right?
Especially
who would
if he's already-
understand?
Yeah.
Would you understand?
I wouldn't give a fuck. I'd be like, fuck you. You went over there, stay over there.
That's it.
Yeah.
And that's what 50 said.
Yeah.
Said, hey, you went over there, stay over there.
Yeah.
Like,
And
this no longer means nothing
Ross
to me.
ain't the type of guy who to like.
But
you could
Ross
tell-
told him right after. He said, hey, stay over there too.
Yes, yeah, lame ass.
He didn't just say like, hey, you're over here with me. Let's lock some shit in.
Yeah.
Because,
He just wanted them for that immediate clout.
but he no longer had rights to any of his shit.
Yeah.
So the only thing you could bring over here that made
It's your
sense,
image.
you longer had the rights to.
Yeah.
So, okay, we're going to make a movie over here. You can't because I own it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, all right, my boy, my bad.
Yeah.
I thought we were good,
Yeah.
you know? And that's
dirty.
what happened.
It's dirty.
It's not dirty because that's a stupid movie
Ross is, I think, is dirty.
made. How?
Because Ross should have knew better than to bring him over there. Knowing, but again, that's his enemy. So who gives a fuck?
Yeah, fool. If you choose, let's say you got an enemy from your hood and he chooses to come and pull up with you,
Yeah.
it's his bad for coming and pulling up with you, bro.
Yeah. No, I feel you.
You
I
know?
get it. Yeah.
Like, if you're not going to go ahead and do whatever this fool been doing for you, then that's your bad for pulling up,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So-
it was to top that off. It was Big Meech's fault.
For sure. Because he wasn't thinking strategically.
Yeah, he wasn't-
He
yeah.
thought, I'm going to go ahead and pull up and people are going to love me no matter what.
Yeah.
And
He didn't
he
see the
figured
future.
it out that, hey, nah. He could have went to 50 and said, hey, my boy, I just got out. Put up what is it? What do they have? Music. Because that's what he went to Ross for. He's like, hey.
Oh, the lowrider show.
Yeah, the
car
show, whatever, car show, or whatever the fuck. But hey, 50, make me a show. I'm gonna bring Boosie. I'm gonna bring all little baby, all these fools
Yeah.
that fuck with me.
Yeah.
But he went to Ross and said, bring this shit. So Ross was like, yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
But 50 said, nah, fuck all that. So once they seen that, they were like, nah, hold up.
Yeah.
Because once Little Baby and Boosie and all these fools seen what it was, they were like, we're not going against 50 for that shit.
Yeah.
You tripping.
Yeah.
Show's canceled. And then that was it. Show was canceled, my boy.
Yup. Yup.
You know? So
50
you don't want to do no stupid
50
shit.
got juice, dog.
That fool got power, dog.
Powerful.
That fool,
You know.
he got a series, power.
Yeah. You
He ain't playing with that shit.
He figured out how to attain it over the years through
Fool,
the shit that he does.
that fool's
yeah.
making money, dog. And everything
And
he
he's
does
smart
makes
too. And
money.
To the media, he likes to show him that he's falling off. I went bankrupt. Remember when he was doing that? I
Yeah.
filed bankruptcy.
Oh, yeah.
he's-
But
he's
even
not-
then, when he
he's not
showed
stupid,
bankrupt,
bro.
he showed bankrupt with a whole bunch of money
It
on the
was-
floor.
Yeah, and it was a different type of bankrupt he filed. If you really study 50, he filed one that wasn't like what people think. So, but to
Listen,
the normal
bro.
eye, he fooled.
That
them.
fool's balling
Yeah.
more than most of us would ever dream of,
Yeah, and
bro.
most of all the rappers that ever dreamed of.
Yeah, fool.
Yeah, he's got his shit together, man.
Look at Yayo, dog. He's never went against them, dog.
Never.
Not once.
Not even Lloyd Banks that has left a long time ago.
Yeah, no, they will never go against
Yeah.
him.
But because why? How are you gonna do it?
Yeah.
You're gonna go against this guy that is able to make money all the time whenever we need it.
Yeah.
That's stupid to go against him.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. What else you got?
No, I was just tripping out. I seen like a few days ago. They found a fucking planet in the universe. You seen it? It's a whole diamond planet.
Oh yeah, it's made out of diamonds.
Diamonds, dog.
Diamonds.
4 times the size of Earth. And what it is the element that makes a diamond, like the stuff that it's a diamond. So it's a diamond planet. Can you imagine that shit? They're finding all these planets everywhere.
crazy.
They found one that looks like Earth, 8 times bigger. They found a diamond. I said, man, what's the next one? They go find a gold planet.
Yeah, probably. But here's the question: do you think there's life on other planets?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
What do you mean maybe? Scoot this way, you're two.
I don't think so.
I believe so, but you know, intelligence.
Let's hear what you got to say.
Intelligence nowadays are trying to figure it out to see how to make it happen.
Like what happened?
I mean, just to bring back.
Bring back what?
Like,
motherfucker, did you hear the question?
Yeah, I heard the question. If there's actually something out there that's like Earth.
No, is there anything
Life
alive on another
On another
planet?
planet.
A
Is there
life?
any other
Life.
thing that's breathing?
Vida.
Nah, no. I don't think so.
You don't think there's another humans on
Or
another planet?
animal or something?
Nah, I
No.
don't think so.
Why? Why you don't think so?
I don't know. It's just hard to see that.
What do you think, fool?
I don't think so because we haven't found it.
What,
You know,
fool,
once
how
we
big
once
it is?
no, I know that, but I'm saying once we find it, then I'll be like, yeah, there is. But until
Nah.
then, it's like,
So what's scarier, that we're alone in this whole universe, or that there's nobody else here?
I mean, dog, we haven't found anything.
No, my bad. What's scarier, that we're alone on this universe, or that we haven't found other people in this planet, in this universe? You get it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe. Yeah, it could be.
Imagine being the only ones.
but it could be like that, dog.
Nah,
You know.
nah. It's full. The universe
Well, here's
is
the
so
thing.
big.
Okay, so here's the thing, and we could debate this all day, but hear me out. Okay, if there's other people or even animals, some type of animal or crazy, I don't know, like movie futuristic lions or some weird shit, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and first of all, then they wouldn't have. What we're saying is that our technology is way better than theirs.
Yeah.
Because if they had better double or
They
triple our
would've found
technology, they
us.
would have found us, dog.
Yeah, a long time
So
ago.
we're saying that whoever it is or whatever it is, well, it could be an animal, right? It might not be human. It could be a crazy dinosaur-looking motherfucker, right?
Yeah.
They don't have the technology to talk to us or communicate
Just
through
the research like how we do.
because we can go. Elon Musk has already proven he can go far.
Yeah.
He's sending. He did that camera thing on Mars and recently,
Yeah.
so he can get out there, right?
Yeah.
So first of all, it's a fact that whoever is out there doesn't have our technology. It has to be, because if they had better technology, they would already signal.
would've
Or
seen
they're
it,
too
yeah.
far. They could have good
Yeah,
technology.
it could.
but they're
maybe.
too
It
far.
could be, but we're getting out there, bro. I seen some shit that they're doing, and they've been out there to millions of light years away, bro. They found already a gang of different planets. They got a planet that looks just like Earth. It's 8 times bigger with more water, more fresh water.
Yeah.
And there's nothing moving on the planet. They can see it. You
But
know what I
there's
mean?
life.
So- no, there's nothing on. There's nothing there.
Just water.
It's looks like Earth, but so
Yeah.
it's just hard to say, bro. You know what I mean?
There's got to be something out there, big dog. Where's aliens come from?
That's what we don't know. Aliens are
Gotta
just
be something.
something. I don't know. You
Yeah.
watch too many movies. Dude.
Do you believe in aliens?
I believe in aliens.
Okay, hold on. You believe in aliens?
I believe in aliens.
Motherfucker, you just told me you don't believe in anything living outside of this planet. So how the fuck you believe in aliens?
Still, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. There's things out there that
Fool,
we
you
just don't
just
know.
said,
that,
hold on. You know you done fucked up, right? You just said that you don't believe anything living outside of Earth.
Yeah,
but you believe in aliens.
But you said you think there's aliens.
Where do you think
Maybe,
aliens come from?
I don't know. I don't know where it comes from.
Make it make sense.
Not illegal aliens, fool.
Nah.
But you get what I'm saying. The technology thing gets me, because I thought about that too. Like, if there is something out there, then I mean the technology. Because we're getting further and further in technology.
Yeah.
And you could tell in the commercials too. I don't know if it's Elon Musk's movement or the way, because he's into that technology. But even the commercials are more. When I see them, they're more like. They make you think, yeah, like they make you want. They're telling us to look farther. Like I seen one where they're looking in the woods, and then it turns into he's looking into space, and they're trying to push the new generation's minds to go further, which is great.
Es como una ilusión, ¿verdad?
Which is great. That's
Yeah.
great. You want to push people to do better.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like wherever, if there is something out, wherever they are, they haven't found us either, which means that their technology is low.
No.
And it could be something out there that's real small, an organism. Like a little animal
it could
that's
be,
crawling around on Mars that we
Yeah.
haven't found. But even on Mars, there's I seen the Elon Musk shit. He got a camera up there. There's nothing.
You know what I think aliens are? Want to know what I think aliens are? Or when they see spaceships and shit, I think it's really us from the past barely coming back.
Figuring it out.
You feel what I'm saying? Because you got to remember, right? The Earth's been here for a long ass time. So imagine a voyage left hundreds of years ago, and they're barely making it back.
And they're like, hey, this is the new shit coming back.
They're coming back and they don't know what the fuck is going on here because it's already,
already got stuck in a
space.
Well, you know what they
down.
said? If you go I don't know what it is, bro. Don't quote me on it. But if you go a certain amount of light years in space, it'll take you 1,000 years to get to a certain planet, but because you're in space, the way the relativity is,
time slows down.
You're only traveling for 1 year.
Like there's this movie
but on Earth, 1,000 years go by, but you're only traveling 1 year.
There's a movie Interstellar, right, where they land on this planet, and every hour on that planet is 7 years back home.
Something like that.
I know what you're talking about. That's what they were showing. Like,
no, not 7 years, more.
70.
Yeah, 70 years back home.
It was a lot of
crazy
time.
number.
Yeah.
So they were there for like 2 hours and then get off.
And they
so like
came
100
back,
some
and their
years had
family
passed
was
by.
already like...
Yeah, everybody was already gone, you know. But they were only there in true time, like our time, for a few minutes, like an hour, 2 hours.
It happens though, bro.
Yeah, so you got to put all that into consideration.
You believe in aliens?
I do. I mean, how the fuck are we the only people here?
Okay, so you're not like Trapboii.
So what I was telling him is it could. I'm not like closed door on that, but I am saying this is that if there's something out there, think of technology. They don't have the technology because they haven't found us.
Look at the different.
You get what I'm saying?
Like the people that drive the airplanes and all that shit, bro.
They say
they see a bunch of shit over there.
Yeah.
Like, so how are they saying they see all this shit that ain't there?
Yeah.
Like if they're able to see it, we're not driving that shit, so we don't get it.
Yep.
You know, to us it ain't real. But how are people able to make movies like E.T. and all this other shit?
I think that all that shit's real. They're just giving it to us in like little pieces.
Yeah. Because once it finally comes,
we haven't seen them here on a level ground.
You haven't seen them yet.
I haven't seen any.
There's people that say they have.
Yeah, but there's people that say they see a lot of things.
Of course, but how do we contradict it if there's stuff that we know that they haven't seen yet?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a good debate. I just feel like the technology, if there's somebody out there,
how can we be the only people here, bro?
Yeah, it's no way.
It doesn't make sense. If there's other like planets and all this other shit, so you're telling me nobody can make it on another planet, but we're the only ones.
We're the chosen ones.
Yeah,
come on, dog, get the fuck out of here.
I think so. I haven't seen it in my lifetime.
Because
I haven't seen a planet that has inhabitants.
We're not able to go. But look at all the people
and that's what I'm saying. If there is somebody, they haven't been able to go either because they don't have our technology. And it doesn't have to be people. It could be some crazy Tyrannosaurus.
Look at the different people that are able to move and that are able to go. They talk about a whole bunch of different shit.
Yeah. Do you think Neil Armstrong landed on the moon, or do you think it was fake? Because we haven't been able to go back out there.
Hold on, you've seen the videos of the rovers on Mars?
Yeah.
Them fools are like on the top of the mountain. They haven't made it to the bottom, fool. So you never know. Just imagine somebody sent a rover to us and they landed on Mount Everest.
Look at how many people could come, bro.
They're also going to be thinking there ain't shit on this planet because they got to make it to the bottom.
They're like, who are these fools? They didn't do shit. I just think...
What did you say about the planet?
No, about landing on the moon.
I thought that was fake.
Neil Armstrong.
Yeah, what do you think?
I think it's fake.
But they keep showing the look, whenever people are trying to make it first, of course everybody's gonna try to fake it out
to get there first,
to be there first, you know.
Yeah.
But now with technology and what they're able to do, I guarantee you, if somebody shows the different things that can happen on the moon, it's different than before.
This is Trapboii went to take a spooky dookie. That's funny. That's funny.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just think a lot of shit is crazy, bro, because when you really get into it, like, look at all the people that can actually show, like, hey, look, aliens landed here, and look, and they're showing different shit, but it's not like factual, like, oh, here goes a motherfucker walking, but they're looking through a crack or they're looking through different shit, and it shows like shit's crazy, bro. And why are they locking off all the spots where they're saying that this shit happens, but they're saying, hey, you can't come over here? Why are they making it you can't come over here?
You gotta be a believer, Opina.
I'll see when they come down. I'll believe it.
When they come in, Opina gonna be rapping like, boom, this is me rapping like,
Just don't come to my door asking me for anything. Damn, dog.
Let me get a dub, my boy.
Unless you're human.
That's your human. Let me get a dime.
Let me get a time.
Let me get a dub sack.
Come on, man. Remember that one video of
What are
that
you?
girl?
Half crocodile, half alien. Get the fuck out my porch.
I need a dub,
Like,
my
that's
boy.
racist. They're gonna be-
Hey, but now since they're making robots, you don't think like that's gonna be the next thing? You know, a robot coming into your house and shit like that happens.
Oh, I seen that dude, Sai. What's his name? Sai, the famous YouTuber Kai or
Oh, Kai Sanat or whatever.
Hold
Yeah.
on. Adam22 just posted. The feds came knocking on my door today. We'll be filling in y'all with what they wanted from me at 4 p.m. Wednesday.
All of Brick Baby shit.
yeah,
All the tapes,
all the tapes.
all the
Facts.
cassettes.
They want it
and,
all.
and you're gonna give them up.
You think, does he have to give them up?
He told Brick Baby 2-3 episodes ago, hey, listen, if anybody ever comes knocking at my door, I'm giving up everything. And Brick Baby said, I will never be mad at you for that. You got to do what you got to do.
If they come here knocking and they ask for the tapes, guess what I'm going to do?
Fucking, I'm running through the roof, dog. I'm trying to get out.
Guess what I'm going to do? Can you, come on, let me see. Let me hear one by one. Trapboii, what
I
do you
know
think
exactly
I'm
where
going to
I'm going.
Trapboii, what you doing?
do? If the Hudas come here and ask for the tapes for the cameras in here,
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
That's his answer.
damn, really?
Here,
Yeah.
go ahead.
I
Go
know,
to
I
Drew.
gotta
What do you think?
Go to Drew. Go to your boy.
Let's see,
Straight up,
what
you know?
Go to your boy.
That's what it is.
My boy Blue Devil's gonna be like, my bad, my boy. This shit it didn't record. Like, this shit didn't work.
On point.
Come here.
That's,
What do you think I'm going to do?
I know what I'm gonna do.
No, he's asking
asking
me
you a
what is
question.
Blue gonna do?
Yeah.
Not saying nothing.
If the Hudas come here and they want the cassettes from
Not
the
saying
recording.
From whatever recordings we had of whoever
Don't say nothing.
to fuck somebody off.
I don't got nothing.
My hard drives don't record.
It didn't record.
It's live play only.
And what did you need? Oh, got deleted
Yeah,
today.
sorry.
My bad.
Damn, Trapboii. Damn, Trapboii.
Damn,
Wow.
Trapboii.
If I'm here by myself,
Damn,
How do you
Trapboii.
tell him to go to the bathroom and look at the wall?
Damn,
Trapboii, go
Trapboii.
to the bathroom and look at the wall,
Damn,
dog.
son, where'd you find this?
Damn.
How did they say it in? What was that movie?
Damn.
Bronx Tale?
What did they
Go
tell?
to the bathroom and look at the wall.
Oh, yeah. Sit on your hands.
I know.
Sit on your hands.
Yeah.
Damn, Trapboii.
Damn, Trapboii. And that's the closest person to you.
He knows me for a long time.
Damn, son.
For a while, huh?
He must
Damn,
know you better
son,
than
where'd you
us.
find this?
Is that what it
I
is?
don't know where he came up with that shit. But
Trapboii,
what'd you
go
say?
sit over
What
there,
were you gonna
dog.
say?
if I was by myself in here, dog, and I got a chance, I'm burning the whole place down.
That's it. That's what I'm talking
Fool,
about.
you and the extras.
I'm gonna try to hide in the box, fool.
This fool in the extras.
Listen, the
Huh?
only
There's
thing.
no way you're gonna be able to
Look,
get yourself out
the
of a box.
easiest-
I'll make that shit happen, bro.
The easiest thing is Blue
I'll make that
to
shit
be
happen.
able to say like, "Hey, bro, I don't know what you're talking about. We ain't got
That's
that."
what I would say too. I don't know.
That ain't what you said, bro.
I don't know.
Can't take it back, homie.
No, I don't know.
Damn,
That's the
Trapboii.
answer.
Can't take it back, homie. You said what you,
You need
said.
a new motherfucking Playboy Too Heartless. Where you at,
Playboy
my
Too
boy?
Heartless.
Damn.
Damn,
Playboy too heartless.
my boy.
So Adam's gonna give everything up.
He said he told Brick Baby.
Yeah, he definitely.
He said,
giving
"Hey,
it up.
listen, if anything ever happens, I gotta do what makes it better for me."
Easier.
And Brick Baby told him, "I understand that, you know." So, it's
But you know what's
better-
crazy though? That
What?
Brick Baby says he understands, right? He's not gonna
Yeah.
hold it against Adam.
Of course.
But if Adam was a black guy from a gang, they'd be yelling rat and snitch and bitch.
Of course, but he's not.
But not the white guy.
But he's
Because
not,
he's
bro.
not a gang member.
So when you're
No,
not a
but you
gang,
can still be a rat without being a gang member.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's
we don't
true.
hold you to the same. We don't hold you to the same rules, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, true that.
Because if your mom called the cops on me and you called the cops on me,
Two different
and your
things,
mom's not
yeah.
a gang member,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be mad. I want to be like,
true
fuck, this
But
lady
it is
called
a
the cops on.
business, and a homie could have a business,
Of course, but she's
Yeah.
look, dog.
so that's tricky.
The thing about it is, if you really look at it, and they're not a part of this world, we don't expect the same things from the people. That,
Yeah.
you know, like, hey, if you're a part of this world, and you're a gang member, you're like acting this way, we expect different things from you.
Yeah.
But if you're not, then we already know what's coming, bro.
Yeah.
You're gonna tell on me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So that's just, it is what it is. You know? Like if Wack gets busted, we're gonna expect him to hold his mud, dog.
Yeah.
You know? But if fucking Trap Lord gets busted, we're gonna hope that, man, I hope
You don't say my name.
academics,
Yeah.
you know, like fuck, maybe he won't.
Maybe he won't.
You know, we hope.
Oh no, academics is snitching. He said
No,
it.
he said it.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm telling you. But the same thing with Adam. He told them. He said, "Hey, if it helps me be good with Burbank PD, I'm telling on you, dog. You're going to jail."
Yep.
He told Brick Baby to his face. So why would you expect something different, bro?
Yep.
You know? Now, if Wack gets busted, we're hoping he's on Paru. That ain't telling.
That ain't telling.
You know what I'm saying?
Because he claims to
Because
be in
he's
that
a
business,
gang member, bro.
Claims to be in that business. Yeah.
But if
it's like
Remo gets busted, Remo ain't from no gang, dog. Remo's trying to get himself out of that shit.
Yeah.
Hey, I was here on the day that Wack fucking this or these fools did that. Then they're gonna tell, bro.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, and I'm not trying to shit on nobody.
But it's the truth.
But I'm just saying, if they're not a part of the world, bro, why would you expect anything less for them to try to make it home, bro?
And if you do, you already failed. By
That's
believing
stupid.
Yeah, facts.
You know, that's why it's easier to have people that are living the same lifestyle as you, a part of your program, because hopefully then they're not gonna like send you up the river, bro.
Throw you under the bus.
Yeah.
Yeah, facts.
You know?
Well, since we're on that topic, let's talk about the whole big U indictment. Do you know it?
Not too much about it.
I've been watching a lot of it, bro.
I've been watching some of it, yeah.
So everybody got picked up. You got Break Baby. You got Loose Cannon. You got Big U, the ringleader.
Turned himself in, right? He turned himself in.
He was on the run at first. Everybody, it was 22, 23 people on the whole case.
Mm-hmm.
Big U was the last one to get, he was the last one to get caught.
Yeah.
You know, and then he turned himself in. And he made a series of videos before he turned himself in.
Yeah, I've seen those.
You know, declaring his innocence. But as of now, Loose Cannon is all over the internet, fool.
Every day he pops up making a new content,
talking
bro.
about his case.
Is he out?
No, he's in jail, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, but he's making phone calls.
He's making his way down from Vegas because that's where they got him, where he lives. So he's making his way back from Pahrump to Victorville to MDC.
MDC, yeah.
Okay.
You know?
And he's
So-
doing content for calling every podcast.
That's the last thing he should be doing right now, bro. 100%. That's the last thing he should be doing. And he's telling everybody 100%, like, hey, I'm going to make content every day and I'm going to do this and my YouTube channel is going to be cracking. And, bro, you're fighting for your life right now.
Yeah.
Fuck YouTube.
Yep.
Yeah.
Straight up. Fuck YouTube.
Yep.
Like, do what you gotta do to get home, bro. Fuck making fucking t-shirts saying free me, free you, free that.
I know.
Fuck all that shit, dog. Come home, dog.
Yeah.
Fuck all
do you
that
think
shit.
That's clout chasing?
No, it's just he
Stupid?
still
He's
thinks
just
it ain't
stupid?
real, bro.
Is that what you think?
He's going to jail, dog.
There's rappers that go to Supermax for like 2 days. They come
Listen,
out.
dog.
Yeah, I like that one. I like that one. This is not it. This is an indictment.
Listen, the feds don't
Real
come.
Shit. Real shit, yeah.
Listen, dog. The feds don't come unless they got you, dog.
Yep.
The feds came on me. They let me do what I do for 9 months to a year, dog. They gave me freedom to go ahead and keep doing you. But at the end of the time, like my first day in court, I was still like this, street clothes, bro. I asked them for 20 years. Give me 20 years right now. How long you been following me? They said a year. I thought back to a year back
And
of
everything
what I've
you
been
did
doing.
in between, yeah.
Yes. So I asked them for 20 years, bro. And they said, no, we're going to give you life. So I was like, fuck,
Damn.
I got to fight this. So I fought it. 4.5 years later, they offered me 15. I said no to 15 only because I was trying to let my baby's mom out of jail because they brought her to jail too. So I ended up taking 210 months, which is 17 and a half years. I ended up doing 16 years on that time, bro. You know what I mean? So a lot of these dudes ain't understanding what they got coming.
Yep.
You know?
They think it's a game still because they're barely brand
It's
new
not
in.
a game, bro.
Yeah.
I fought my case for 4.5 years in MDC and what is that? SCC or what's this? San Bernardino County Jail.
Oh, yeah.
So I fought my case from both places. I've been in San Bernardino twice. I was in MDC the whole time fighting my case, bro. So, like Brick Baby and all these guys doing their time, bro.
They're fresh in.
They're fresh in, bro.
They're not. Loose
You know?
cannon is not realizing the severity of the case.
Yeah.
Because they're still making videos, bro.
Yes, dog.
Crazy.
Like,
Yeah.
listen, there's no way to make a video no more, bro.
Yeah.
Like, stop that shit, dog. Get the fuck off
Get
the
off
motherfucking internet.
Shut the fuck up.
Who gives a fuck about
The people out
10,000
here.
views,
Yup.
20,000?
Yeah.
Like, what's the most views he has on his channel, dog?
It doesn't matter if it's a million. Like,
But
cut it
I'm
out.
saying he doesn't have those.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
even if
yeah,
it was a million, who
doesn't
gives a
matter.
fuck?
But he's
dog?
not making a million,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
You're making 10,
Yeah.
20,000 views tops.
Yeah, but what I'm saying
What is that? $200?
Even
Not
if
even.
even
Not
if
even.
it was a million views, homie, I want the freedom. Fuck the views, dog.
Look,
What the fuck?
What I've been telling you since I've been here, Blue.
Yeah,
Freedom is priceless,
yeah. Freedom
bro.
is priceless.
And people don't get that. And they get on here and they want to fucking do all this extra shit and they want to sound gangster on the internet. That shit
you
don't
know,
get you nowhere, bro.
You know what's funny though is that now he's speaking highly of Big U, and it's like, dog, you were shitting on that fool, running your mouth, got both of you fools locked up. Now you want to be friendly, fool? That shit
You
is
know
so
why you
backwards.
want to be friendly?
Because it's real. Now you're in there with those guys.
What did we hear about
Shit is
Brick
so
Baby
backwards.
today? What did we hear about him?
Oh yeah, it says right there he got shanked up in MDC. Hey, Gangland Neem in the building. What up, G?
Salute, Gangland Neem,
Damn,
my
son,
boy.
where'd you find this?
Salute to Drea. Much respects.
Yeah, but it's all goofy, fool. It's like how you out here running your mouth about these guys, and now you in there fucking kissing ass, like, fool. That shit is.
I don't
weird.
think it's kissing ass, bro. I think he's just understanding, like, now we're all here together and we got to get free.
Yeah.
Because if, let's say he's shitting on Big U or whoever in jail with him, bro, now you're just closing the door on somebody that's helping you get free. Because if Big U is innocent, then I'm innocent.
Yeah.
So we don't
Yeah,
need
but
none of that.
a lot of loose cannon stories is the reason why they're there.
Of course. Of
that's
course.
crazy.
Did
That's
you watch
the reason
that
why.
episode with Adam 22 and Whack 100?
I watched it all,
where they're
bro.
talking about
I watched all
Nipsey,
that shit.
How he got the phone call 30 minutes before Nipsey died.
Yes.
Yeah, I seen that.
Fool,
I
and you
remember
saw
it.
Whack right there, like, so what else happened?
Of
So go
course.
ahead, what else happened?
But
so
look,
what else happened?
even when you
Fool,
watch-
that shit is disgusting.
Look,
homie.
even when you watch Academics, Trap Lord was trying to be on Whack, and Whack was like, "Oh, shut the," and he just started talking crazy, and Trap Lord stopped.
Yeah.
You know. But if you look at Academics, he was still like, "Hey, dog, like if this is your boy, like you're my boy. I fuck with you guys. I'm not gonna let you get on here and be like, hey, we killed everybody and fuck these
Oh,
fools.
hell no.
I'm gonna stop you. I'm gonna be like,
With the
hey,
quickness.
hey, Blue, shut the fuck up, dog.
Yup.
Like, and I don't care if you take it disrespectful. Like, hey, dog, stop that shit.
Yup.
Hey, Opina.
Vice versa.
Hey,
fool.
no,
Vice
I
versa.
know, but that's what I'm saying. With all due respect, like I'm not trying to like like Beastie Boy you. I'm not trying to this, but like, hey, my boy, this could lead to some really bad shit for us.
Yep.
Because we fuck with each other.
Yep.
So why would I let you come on here and big dog, like, hey, my balls are hanging to the floor and fuck everybody and incriminate us?
So why would you
as
think,
a whole?
So why would you think that Wack allowed Luz to say that? Saying
Because
that
he
they're
doesn't
homies?
give a fuck.
Yeah, true that.
Because he doesn't give a fuck, my boy.
Yeah, true that.
Because
That's
if
his
he gave
homeboy.
a fuck, he would stop him.
Yep.
Because if you came on here talking some extra shit, I would say, hey, Blue, chill the fuck out.
Cut it out.
And if you kept doing it, I'll be like, hey, you know what? Fuck you then.
I'm out.
I'm not coming here no more.
Yep.
I'm not fucking with you no more.
Yep.
I'm not gonna keep letting you crash us into a fucking ditch.
Yeah, for sure.
Because
For
it
sure.
doesn't make sense, bro.
Yep.
Now, if you want to allow me to crash out and fuck myself, that means you're not my friend, bro.
Yeah. Facts.
And if you're allowing me to crash out on your podcast and you want me to not give a fuck about what's going on with me,
Yeah.
then there's no reason for me to fuck with you, bro.
Yeah. True that.
You know? So if that's how you feel about me, you want me to come on here and you want me to say, hey, I killed these fools and I don't give a fuck, and Drewps is a gangster and I don't give a fuck, and I killed this, I did that, I did this, and you let me do that shit?
So there's a video where Brick Baby was arguing with Luz on No Jumper about how many bodies each one had.
But
Brick
that's
was
what
like,
I'm
I got more
saying.
bodies than you have fights. Fool, I saw that and I'm like, that's like a convo for the homies off air.
But why don't you stop that?
Yeah, that's wild, dog.
Listen, dog, we've had different conversations off air,
Yeah.
right or wrong.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
You know? And that ain't what we come on here and talk about,
No,
bro.
fuck that at all.
You know?
At
But
all.
who
At
does
all.
that help, bro?
At all. And that's what sometimes, that's why I'm telling you, a lot of these fools in the comments.
But that's why they think you're not gangster.
They look at us a certain type
Yeah.
of way because they say, oh, these fools don't ever.
Yeah.
Fool, we don't talk about that shit on the internet, fool. I don't come on here to tell you how many bodies I got or how many fools I knocked down. That's my business. That's my
But who
hood
does it
business.
help?
You know, and now we tell these stories off air. That's between us. It ain't for the people that are watching. Now, those that know, or they might get a hint, and they know. But
The
that's about it.
nightmare?
You know?
Hey, we come in to do a job,
You know?
bro.
But
And
we don't
entertain,
come
but we
in
don't-
here-
We don't come in here to do all that weird shit.
All that
bro.
extra
Yeah,
People don't
extra
get it
shit.
Yeah,
though,
extra
bro.
shit.
You
They
know.
think you got to come on here and explain yourself to the gangsterist
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
foolist. But that
A lot of
doesn't help
people-
nobody,
a lot of people
bro.
have been hitting me up too lately. They're like, hey, when you're on there, a lot of the guests, they get the best of you guys. Like, you guys just let them do that. Like, you
Yeah,
guys don't
that's-
step
You
up.
told
And
me
I'm
that
like,
before.
Yeah, and I'm like, dog, I tell the homies, like, I'm not going to go at a 14-year-old kid or even a 19-year-old kid, just a big dog.
Let 'em
I'm
have their moment,
Let 'em
dog.
if they want to crash out and talk about their gangster and they're doing this, that's on them.
But
know
if
what I
you
mean? I'm
really
not-
look at it, we stop
We'll
them.
stop them. That's what I was saying. We're gonna stop them.
We don't
at
keep
the
them
end.
going.
Yeah, we don't keep them going. We'll switch the subject, or we'll be like,
We don't
hey, Nick,
need
yeah.
you to crash out.
Yeah,
we
we
don't,
don't-
need
yeah.
you to be the big dog
There's
here.
been times where you've saved.
Yeah, I've
you
stopped
saved
a lot of homies.
Yeah.
and that's
Like,
what I'm
hey,
saying.
dog, you know,
I'm not
like,
here
we don't
to,
need you here to do
yeah,
that.
I'm not here to big dog nobody. I'm here to ask the questions and do my job that I'm set to do.
But
Right
we're
here.
not
That's
trying to
it.
send
That's it.
nobody to
Yup.
jail, bro.
And I do none of that. Yeah, I really don't even like when I'm asking them like where their upbringing is. I'd rather say that. I did a few times like, where are you from? Because I was learning. But
Yeah.
now I don't even care what gang they're from. I just want to know where they grew up at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you know where they grew up, and you can kind of the
Narrow
people
it down.
should
You
know
can
where they're
gauge
at.
it.
Yeah,
You know
where
what
they're
it
at.
is.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, if you say, hey, I grew up in Highland Park, for sure I know you're from.
Yeah.
You don't have to be like, I'm from this actual
Yeah.
clique.
I'm
like,
from HLP gang,
when
bitch.
when I
What's up?
first started, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
A couple times I did ask because I didn't understand that, but now I get it. And this internet shit could be real crucial, and it could put cases on people.
But that's
you know
the
what I'm
thing
saying? And
is,
so you got to be careful.
as you understand that, and the more we adapt to what's going on, like, those are not the questions we're asking.
Yeah.
Because we're not trying to send nobody to jail. We don't care if that's what makes you gangster.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's not the questions we're bringing.
Yeah, we're
bro.
not here.
Yeah.
We're not here for that.
You
Yeah.
see,
for
like
that
the other
convo.
podcasts, they do it in a certain way. I see they'll be like, "Oh, you grew up over there? Oh man, you was doing it." They first they lead that. Hell yeah, I was doing it. You was out there, huh? You was putting in that work. Yeah, I was. You see it, and I'm like, damn, you're just
But it's
like,
no shade to
incriminating
nobody,
somebody,
bro.
dog, you
But
know?
at the same time, all of us gotta understand what we're doing, bro. And at the end of the day, if we're helping people get to jail, dog, that's
Yeah,
not
that's
what
not-
we're here for, bro.
Yeah,
We're trying to help people advance their music,
Career.
advance their career.
Yeah.
You know, do what they do. You know, we're not here to help you get to
Now,
jail.
if it's like there's certain things that we do, like when Trippy was on the phone with Misfit.
Yeah.
That's all like internet
Rap
fucking
beef.
rap shit, dog.
but
Yeah,
that's
that's
not
right.
gonna get
different.
him to jail, bro.
Yeah, that's different, homie.
You know, these fools are beefing, and it is what it
yeah,
is.
that's different. That's like
Yeah.
that's never gonna
Salute to both of them.
Yeah,
Both
salute
of
to
them,
the
yeah,
homies.
yeah.
Salute to Misfit and Trippy.
yeah.
That's not ever gonna lead to anything else more than just a couple
Going
of
to jail.
disagreements.
That's not gonna lead
You
to
know,
them going to jail,
facts.
bro.
And the idiots that are watching sometimes don't know how to distinguish that from like real shit.
Yeah.
They'll be like, "Oh, you're letting homies crash out. What are you talking about, dog? Listen,
And
these
sir,
are two grown ass men. We're allowing them to have the platform so they can speak on how they feel, and that's the end of that.
Because that was a situation that already happened.
Before us,
Yeah, and they're trying to explain their sides.
we didn't create that shit
Because two people already understood that this happened over here and that happened over there. So they're both trying to explain and even out whatever they feel is right,
yeah,
you know? But we're not trying to help you get to jail, bro.
No.
yeah, facts.
Because that's ain't
Well, there's
that ain't what it
it's
is.
different combos. Like,
You know?
I'm not trying to throw no podcasts under the shade, but like some of them, they got some real intricate.
Do you blame
conversations,
Adam 22 for doing what he
You
does?
can't blame him, bro. Because listen, if I went on Adam 22 tomorrow and he said, "Hey, Droopy, hey, did you ever kill this guy over here?"
No, the new
Yeah.
slang is how many hats you have.
Oh, hey, Droopy, do you got 15 hats or
I said I got
13 hats?
1,000. I actually do.
But I'm saying, if he says, "Hey, Droopy, do you got 13 hats?" I'd be like, "Hey, my boy, next question."
Exactly. Yeah.
But if you,
Yeah.
I want to go on there and be like, 13, that's it?
Yeah.
I got
Like,
25.
yeah, ask about so and so and so and so and so and so, and you're claiming
Yeah.
people that have actually died.
Yeah.
Then that's on you,
That's what I'm
bro,
saying,
for
yeah.
doing some dumbass
See,
shit.
It's you. Hey, Opina, do you remember this in Island?
But
when
you
did
can't
this,
blame people
I'm
for
gonna be
that,
like, next
bro.
question, bro.
Because if you're gonna let a civilian trick you
Trick
into
you?
going
Yeah.
to jail,
Yeah, that's
dog,
yeah, you're an idiot.
that's on you, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because where does he lose? He's trying to advance his platform.
There's a
Do you think that he knows that the guys he brings on are characters and they want that clout?
He's a civilian, bro. He
You know
doesn't
what I'm
give
saying?
a fuck about none of that.
there's a legendary interview with Pee Wee Longway on Vlad TV, and Vlad TV asked that fool, "Hey, so I heard you're a Crip," and that fool's just standing there like, "I don't know what you're talking about. So why you always wear blue?" And then that fool goes, "What? I can't like the color blue? I like wearing blue. I like that's my favorite color.
Yeah.
But I heard you were this, you were that. I don't know what you're talking about." That's
But he's smart.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to
legendary,
do it, yeah.
legendary.
But what
interview.
else are you supposed to do,
Legendary
bro?
interview.
You know, some of these dudes don't get it, and they want to come on here and make themselves the hardest ever.
Yeah.
I don't think people can go back to any platform I've ever been on to try to make myself the hardest ever
Yeah, hell yeah.
and be like, "Oh, Droopy said he killed everybody."
Bro, that's crazy, huh?
I've accepted all kinds of crazy shit about me. I'm like, "Alright." And I sit there sometimes, I'm like, fuck. You know
Because
how
you know it ain't
You
true.
know that feeling like where it's like,
Yeah.
man, if I showed these fools one little thing, but then again, you can't win even if you do.
But look
So
at-
I've
leave
sat
it
there and
alone,
I've took it for, and I'm just like, oh, this motherfucker.
How many
And
of
it is
us
what it
have had
is.
people call in and just say whatever about us,
Yeah, facts.
and we just gotta accept it?
Yeah, that's it.
You know,
Take it on the chin, dog.
because
Straight
that's
up.
what we do, bro. Because when you go out of your way to say, okay, hey, Dark Vader called in today and he said, fuck me about this.
Oh, he's
And
in the chat. He's
No,
talking mad
yeah,
shit right now.
But I'm saying if I go in there and be like, hey, Dark Vader, you're saying this about me.
Here's the evidence.
What about this day,
Yeah.
this day, and this
Nah,
day?
get the fuck outta
and
here.
I show him a bunch of days that I've done some shit, like some real shit.
Now you don't even know who that is. He got your
Yeah.
info. He can
Who the
sell
fuck
you
is
out.
this guy that
Yeah.
I give a fuck about?
Yo,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And even then, like in the chats, even over there, over here, you
But
know
that's
there
what
could be
they're
a police in
using.
there.
Yeah, facts.
But look,
Could be a
that's what
police,
they
yeah.
did.
Yeah.
They used all that same shit from Vlad, from from Adam
Yup.
on Brick Baby and Loose Cannon, bro.
Yeah, that's
to
crazy.
send them to jail, bro.
Yo.
So you can understand that, hey, sometimes it's easier to sit down and let these dudes have their day
just chill.
without going to jail, then you're stupid, bro. You know? Like, I've had all these people come in here and say whatever about me,
Yeah,
bro.
facts.
But I've never had nobody pull up on me and tell me
Face
shit.
to face? Yeah, nah.
You know?
Yep.
Yeah, this fool ain't never gonna pull up on me and tell me nothing.
Yeah.
Cause I'll smack the shit out of this bitch ass fool. And he will never say shit to me,
You
dog.
should see the shit I've been reading lately, fool. Like,
Bunch of
it's fool. It's just wild to the point where it's like, what the? Like the other day, I posted a video and some fool post something like, "Let me see your 128G, bitch, cause you ain't real." And I'm like, fool, like the video or dislike it? And move the fuck on.
Yeah, that's
What
it.
the fuck are you talking
Yeah.
about? Did you like the video? Or did you not like the video?
Well, cause the 128G
What the
is what we
fuck?
need in jail, dog.
What
You know?
the
Jail,
fuck?
When we pull up to certain yards,
Yeah.
that's what you need.
This was TikTok, my
No,
boy.
but do you see what I'm saying?
This was TikTok.
Like, hey,
fool.
dog, I'm on TikTok and you're talking about me like pulling up
Like
to
you're,
Salinas
on
Valley,
the yard.
bro.
Yeah, you're on the yard or
Like,
something.
I'm not on Salinas Valley. I'm on TikTok, my boy.
And
Get
then-
the fuck
and then-
out of here.
And then what happens if when you tell these fools like, man, get the fuck out of here, punk bitch? Then all of a sudden, oh, let's fight. Fool, if you would have never came in here to run your mouth, I would have never responded, and the problem
And
would have
that's
never
it.
been there.
It would have never been a
shut
problem.
the fuck up, homie. Stay the fucking way if you don't like a motherfucker. Because you're
That's
creating
it.
problems for no reason.
Listen, if you don't fuck with us, there's no reason for you to tune in.
Facts.
That shit
You
to
know?
me is weird. I've gotten that too. Like, hey, let me see your paperwork, and I'm like, dog, like, are you a cop or what the fuck? We're not
Yeah.
even in jail. Like,
Yeah.
you want to see my paperwork for what? Because I do the hater world. Like, I don't know.
Listen,
It's weird.
my paperwork is public knowledge, my boy.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Like, most people know what it is. All they gotta do is tune in and check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's facts,
You know,
dog, yeah.
there's nothing hidden about me.
Facts.
I've been on social media for over 3 years. It's easy to check my shit out and do what you gotta do.
Yeah, facts.
You know, Opina's
Same thing
been
with me,
on.
yeah,
What?
you-
How long you been
Yeah,
on,
my
on
shit's
social
on,
media?
probably like,
What?
fuck 10 years.
Fool, you're the only one in Island. Think it ain't hard to find.
But do you see what I'm saying? Like,
Huh? She go to Island, look up right there, crimes, and this was the only one that pops up.
You can just ask my homies.
but do you see what I'm saying? Like, Blue's been on social media for
25
How
years
long?
now.
Damn, 25.
let's just say Hater World. At
Three.
least 2 years.
3 or 4 now.
Let's just say 2, just
Yeah,
do
2.
it. Okay.
like being crazy. Like, there's easy, dog. Like, you guys
Yeah.
need our information.
We wouldn't be here,
It's
dog,
there.
at this point no more.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Alright, there's no way.
Because you're
Yeah, we
able to
wouldn't be here.
expose us if we're
Yeah, we
able to
wouldn't
be
be here.
exposed, bro.
That's when people try to go at like where I used to work at and all these other things that they try to come up with. Is
Yeah.
like, fool, you got Maniaco Marv running around touching little girls, homie, and you're worried about me and a customer that cried about a fucking t-shirt. Get the fuck, man, shut the fuck up, dog. Get the fuck, go to sleep. Leave me the fuck alone, homie. Like, you should be thanking
Give me
me.
some space.
You should be like, damn, Blue Devil, salute, my boy.
Yeah. Thank you for representing
Salute
us
for
the
not
right
being
way.
a maniaco, dog.
Yeah.
You know, but that's how much these fools are blinded by hate, fools. That's why at this point I don't really give a fuck. I've been doing crazy shit at the cemetery with Trapboii. I be fucking, you know, over here at the taco shop. Just shit that makes me
Everything,
happy,
yeah,
homie.
yeah.
I don't
do
give a
what you
fuck
do.
But
about
look,
what anybody
we
got
go
to
to the
say.
liquor store. What do we do,
Yeah,
dog?
yeah,
Like, we're
yeah.
out there.
Yep.
It's saying like, oh, like we're not moving around.
Yep.
We just went to the store. We went, did our thing. Like, you know, people understand. Like, I pull up everywhere, dog. There's nowhere somebody can say, oh, Droopy didn't pull up. If I tell you I'm going to pull up in 4 months from now, I'm going to pull up over there, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you think I did something, dog, pull up 4 months from now and do what you got to do, dog. Speak your mind.
Back to
You
this
know?
Big U thing. You think he's gonna try to? You think he will? I don't want to say win this case, but come out on top.
I think Big U's gonna fight his stuff, bro. But the craziest thing about it is the feds don't go at you unless they're able to prove something.
At least one thing.
So something on there, they're able to prove that he did wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Some type of
and
evidence.
I think whenever you start using like What program did he have? Like he was using
or the
Grid
nonprofit,
or the nonprofit.
Yeah,
So-
the grants from the state.
Yes. So once you start using these people's money to like benefit your stuff, and I honestly believe he was using it in a good way.
Yeah.
Like he was
So do
stopping.
I. So do I.
Yeah. I honestly
The crime
believe,
rate has stopped drastically in that
bro,
area.
because he slowed it down. He was a figure in this area that was able to tell fools to like, hey, chill out, dog.
Yeah.
We don't need to be doing this or that or whatever, you know? And I just think that these people are going to be able to blame him for something.
I feel fool that if all these podcasts didn't happen, the Whack, the Loose, the Brick Baby, he would have not been fucked with.
Because they showcased, all his
it,
crimes, bro.
and they made it an interest for the FBI to be like, well, let's look into this and see what it is.
Well, because
And
they're
they
thinking,
probably-
why?
Yeah.
Why are these guys who are on public places
Yeah.
able to talk about this?
Yeah.
I think if we came on here every day and talked about a
couple of
homie
bodies,
or
yeah.
whatever, and we're saying, hey, what about this? What about that? What about this? What about that?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that homie's going to end up being held accountable for, even if it's not true, for whatever they're talking about, bro.
Yeah.
You know? So I think a lot of these people gotta rethink the way they talk about people's shit, bro.
Podcast, yeah.
You know? Like, you know, I can't blame Adam for letting Brick or Loose or Whack or any of these people talk
because
about their shit.
He's making content, and these fools are just, they're just talking about it, homie. So I mean, he's just doing his job, and getting his money.
Well, like Drew
That's
said,
what he's supposed to do.
it's on the person that sits in the chair, because if you let that dude out with you, that's on you, bro.
Yeah, like,
know?
listen, if Opina came on here every day and he said, hey, this fool's doing this, I'd be like, hey, Opina, off air, like, hey, dog, chill the fuck out with
Yeah.
that shit, bro. Like, you know, I can't stop him from saying something on live today, but after he said it, I can definitely stop him from continuing to say it, bro.
Yeah,
You
you
know?
shouldn't be. You shouldn't
Because
be,
I'm here with him, and that's my boy, and that's somebody I fuck with. So I can tell him, like, hey, my boy, listen, you're going to end up sending these fools to jail. And we know shit about people that is not public knowledge.
be talked about.
Like,
Yeah,
chill
at
the
all.
fuck out with that.
Yeah.
You know?
But you know, like that dude over there, he's gonna do what he's gonna do because he doesn't have the structure.
Well, the thing
You know what I
is,
mean?
is
He
like
has
with
no-
Adam,
That's what I'm saying.
Academics,
They got no
Trap
structure.
Lore, all these other guys, bro, they're not part of the streets.
That's what I'm saying.
So you kind of expect them to do things that are street. You know,
Yeah.
you kind of expect it, bro. But they're not wrong for letting you come on. If
And-
you're
and
part of
run
the
it.
street,
Yeah.
if you're part of the street, bro, there's no reason that you should be coming on there saying that shit.
Yeah. There's
You
no
know?
reason you should be crashing out like that, bro.
Listen, Whack is part of the street, bro. There's no reason for him to come on and say some of the shit that he says, bro.
All right, look, I wanted to switch topics, but I gotta use the bathroom real quick. Read some comments real quick. Give me like 2-3 minutes, and I got a good topic.
And take it down.
Nah, I gotta grab some water.
Damn, dog. Hey, off camera, you can't say that, bro. No, I'm joking. It says, D Vader wears a cape. That's a good one, dog. Oh, shit.
Stop hollering at my boy D Vader.
They said good show. It's a good show. It's a good show. What else they got in there?
D Vader in there? Where's my boy D Vader at, dog? You ain't showing no
He's
love
in
today?
there.
Yeah, I just seen him there.
Salute, Baby Blue Dramatic. You still owe me that $40, my boy. I'm
Baby
I
Blue,
put
what's
it up-
good,
I
my
put it
boy?
Up right here in my collections.
Let me see who's there. Don Peludo, what's good? Sergio, what's up?
That's right, Epic TV. You already know.
can actually see from far. Well, here.
Big Vic 214 was good.
Says
Laker
Drew,
Raider food, what's up, my boy?
yeah, Drewps bust out the chili cheese
D
fries.
Vader
You had
TV.
chili cheese fries when you had those earlier?
D Vader TV, what's good, my boy? I see
shit,
you.
he got always got your name on there. That's fucking
That's
crazy.
my boy. Who else is he gonna be? Ghost, what's good? Anthony Cruz, what's good?
Salute
Outback
Bandit,
Brutal,
yeah.
what's up?
Salute Bandit.
James, Rollers Only, what's good, my boy? New Mexico in the house.
Man, I got a show coming up too, fool.
I'm able to read this shit from all the way up there and you can't see it in front of you.
No, I can. Oh, you want me to keep reading?
Sin Wonder, what's good, my boy? Baby Blue Dramatic, what's good, my
Yeah,
boy?
that's right.
Salute.
Yep. Salute Check 805. Salute
D Vader,
Tristan.
Hood Star TV. That's right. Salute. Ghost, what's good, my boy? Salute. JRSS, salute. Big Drewps, you already know. Number respects. Alex Perro, what's good, my boy? Salute.
Mr. Salazar said, Trapboii, te regañaron o qué?
Little Londale, what's good, my boy? Fuck with everybody on here. Salute. Baby Blue Dramatic, showing love. Marcy, 838, salute. Jessica, what's good? Alex Pedro, what's good? Marvel, what up? Victor Cortez, what's good?
They gave you the christening. This is Trap Nalgas.
Trap Nalgas. I know. I read that shit the other day and I was like, damn, fool.
They got you.
Nalguero.
That's,
They got me with that one. Trap Nalgas.
that's love.
Yeah, that's love.
Yo, Opina, I found the infamous popcorn pants at the AMC. Yeah, but you got them on discount there. They're discounted.
Baby Blue Dramatic, what's up, my boy? Blue's over there chilling. Sadio, what's good?
He's setting up the phone calls.
I'm gonna go use the restroom.
Hold on, let's switch right now. Give me 2 minutes.
Go ahead, I'm waiting on you.
Shit, I'm gonna give a shit. I got a
I'm
show.
feeling
Listen,
good, dog.
I got a show in Denver, y'all. If y'all in the area, April 19th, me and Chino the P. April 19th, right there on Federal Way. That's a big street in Denver. Pull up on us. I just got my flight.
You good?
Yeah, you gotta make a copy because I was.
I'm gonna go use the restroom for.
Go for it.
You good?
I'm gonna ask you a question. How you ask me that question then, homie?
What are you talking about? I'm just shouting out my show.
Yeah. All
Let me
right.
find out.
Let me find out. All right, check it out. Hey, real quick, let me give a shout out to the sponsors real quick. Yeah, shout out to Street Validated Street Gear. Validated Street Gear, my bad. Validated Street Gear. They in the building, okay? If it doesn't have the backwards LA, it's not validated. Hit up my boys for all your street gear apparel. All right, not streetwear, street gear. Get it right. All right, shout out to the boys. They got that fire gear. As a matter of fact, we need some new shit.
This is hard. I
Classic.
wore it in my new video yesterday.
Classic.
Hard. It looks hard.
Classic,
You were right.
classic.
I put a black shirt underneath. I was walking through the
Classic.
slums. Yeah, it's tight.
Hit up streetpolishbrand.store. Anybody looking to cop some another set of fly apparel gear? Hit up my boys at streetpolishbrand.store. Let them know the Hater World sent you. I'm sure there's a discount code up there. THW15. All right, go ahead and cop all your merch from streetpolishbrand.store. All right, we got Nas Kings. All right, salute to Nas Kings for all your happy tanks. Hit up Nas Kings. All right, Nas Kings on Instagram, just like that, Nas Kings, and also follow their website, which is their podcast at Global Talk, GLOBOTALK, Global, like globals, like balloons, GLOBO Talk. All right, and my boy OG Moses, Greenleaf Botanicals. Listen, I got his number right here, you can see the rest from up there. All right, hit him up for all your THC and CBD needs, my boys in Whittier. You should shot a video of this shit.
Yesterday, yeah, we shot a music video.
How's the
Part of
store,
it.
fool?
It's nice, dog.
It's nice,
yeah,
huh?
we purchased some shit, a few things, and then yeah, he's got a big mural on the back of King Little G and Drummer.
Yeah,
like a brand new mural.
Yeah, you
that
shot a video there?
No, not in front of the mural. They just got me running in the back. I robbed the store. Like it was pretty dope. Yeah.
Moses, you got robbed by this guy?
Yeah, shit
Hit
was
up my
tight.
boy OG Moses.
OG Moses,
at
Whittier.
Greenleaf_botanicals. All right, he gonna get you right. Let him know I sent you. All right, let him know I sent you. Let him know I sent you. And let's not forget my homie over here at Solo Wraps. All right, Solo Wraps. Anybody looking to wrap their vehicle, or if you need some banners, some signage, even the homie even does light up signs. So if you need a light up sign on top of your building, or want your windows wrapped at your building, or want to wrap your truck, your car, hit up my boy Solo Wraps 1 on Instagram. Solo Wraps 1 on Instagram. All right. With that being said, salute to everybody. We're gonna take some phone calls in a little bit. I wanted to talk about the video I dropped today, Miss Lady Pinks, bro. Did you see that video, bro?
Oh, that new song she did?
The new what?
No, not the
one
new
that-
song.
Not a new song, but the one he dropped today.
I dropped a new video
Yeah, I
today.
heard it.
Oh, yeah.
I dropped a new video. Did you see it?
Yeah, a little bit of it.
Okay, Miss Lady Pinks. Let me give you guys a rundown. All right. Let me give you guys a rundown. So Miss Lady Pinks is very she's into the culture, dog. She's into like the gangster culture, the cholo culture. She's into the keep it within our culture, right? Nike Cortez, Ben Davis, Frisco's, Dickies, flannels.
She's into what was seen on camera in the 90s.
That's the way we lived. It was
that
seen
was
on
the
camera.
cholos.
Yeah, it was what we lived.
But with all due respect to that scene, there was gangsters that didn't dress like that.
Back then,
That I'm talking about. See, that's the thing, though.
In the
Is
90s?
are we talking about? Because like people got different
okay, so in
definitions of gangsters.
in the 90s,
Like the style, you mean?
Yeah, but even then, I knew guys that were just clean cut.
Hold on.
Okay, go.
In the
do what you
90s,
say.
you were in your dad's ball sack, so you don't remember. All right, you don't remember.
Facts, dog, that's facts.
But in the 90s, fool, I weighed 150 and I used to wear size 52s, size 48, size 50s. I used to wear my big brother's pants. I have a big brother named Husky, so he's big, dog. And I used to wear his pants, fool. It used to take me 2 hours to crease one pant leg.
That's how big they were.
No, you would make sure that they were stiff.
Yeah, straight.
The pants used to be able to stand up by themselves, homie. All right, you creased up your white tee. You were bald head, put a flag in your pocket, and you wore Cortez, or maybe sometimes some homies wore Chucks. We had the bunny ears on the Chucks. It was just a whole style with the flannel on top, bald head all the way down to the bottom, and that's the way you were. That's what a gangbanger was. That's what a homie
That's
was.
what a homie gangbanger was. Yeah, I got
If you saw somebody like that, you knew he was gangbanging. Okay, now there were homies that were a little bit more slimmer on the pants, okay, but not like it is today. There was nobody wearing skinnies. There was nobody wearing like tighty whities. There was nobody with a little egger cut. And if anything, they had a fade. If anything, had a fade, maybe a left earring. You know what I mean? And just tighter clothes, but
And
not
that's what I'm saying.
to the full extent.
Like I remember, just real quick, I remember like I'm not gonna say his name, but in like Imperial Valley, there was a gangster homie I thought was gangster. He had slick back hair, clean, didn't wear the big pants, was getting money, and was with the shits with a pistol.
Yeah.
But he never had a bald head, didn't have tattoos.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You had those, so it's like your
The bald heads
definition.
and the
Of,
Well, I'll put it to you like
slip
this:
and the
our
tails,
pants,
yeah.
our pants had pockets up to here. All right, our pants,
Yeah.
for the way you used to put them in the front, you had two big ass pockets sticking out right here, creased down to the bottom. It was just
Right.
crazy, fool.
yeah,
Easy.
but I had those pants too in the night.
It was just wild. I'll put it like this: your parents used to rip up your pants and throw them away, homie.
Yeah, for
you used to come home from school
Gone.
and your parents already had them in the backyard in the trash can,
Trash
homie.
can, yeah.
All ripped up, fool. I used to loan pants to the homies. Oh, fool, my mom ripped them. And you just had to deal with it. That's the way. That's the way we grew up, right? So a lot of people from today that made it through that struggle or that life of that era, they hold on to that. And I think
That's cool.
they hold on to that look, that style, that culture. They hold on to it, and now they see the youngsters that are dressing with skinnies, the Edgars, the Glocks with the switches, and they look at them and they and say the N word, and they look at them and they be like, "What? Who the? You ain't from the culture. Who the? Why?
Well,
why are you running from your own identity?"
But even
Right?
guys our age dress like I don't dress like that no more. Yeah.
Okay.
So she probably looks at it like fuck, you know, they switched up.
No. I'm saying her, right?
so
I'm
I'm saying
saying
her, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying some people hold on to that, so they don't understand when they see youngsters dressing like that. I understand it because I know times have changed. I know homies are different now. You know, they like the clean cuts to get the bitches. They like the slimmer clothes to look cleaner. You know, the fly Jordans. You know, but they got a pistol in the back and they're ready to smoke your ass.
Yeah.
Like I get it, I understand it, but some people don't. They look at it like, "What the fuck are you doing?
What are you wearing?
What are you doing?"
Yeah.
And I say, I don't blame the kids. I blame whoever schooled them, because whoever they were around obviously didn't give them the game, right? Didn't tell them like.
But I think
"Hey, fool,
evolution is
boom."
inevitable.
No, yeah,
You know?
of course.
Well, when you say that, here's the thing. And I'm gonna keep it I came from that. I'm part of the '90s. I think I'm older than you, right? So when I'm coming up, right, a lot of the homies back then that were dressing like that, a lot of them turned out to be junkies in the end. So at some point, the youth and even myself, I would look at them and be like, man, I ain't following them, because it was like, how am I gonna do that? They're shooting this up. And they're dressing like that. Why? You don't think so?
I think times have changed, right? And a lot of these youngsters now, they don't take order. They don't care. They're just doing as they please, how they please, and that's cool to an extent. But don't forget where you come from.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it's just there's just a lot of variables, dog.
What are we talking about?
About the dress code now for the game bangers. The Edgars now with the skinnies, because we're talking about Lady Pinks.
But we don't dress skinnies, but we've evolved.
No, but we come from that era where we lived that.
Yeah.
So now we dress a little bit more fit,
tighter, yeah,
because we come from that. But the youngsters that are dressing with the skinnies, the Edgars, I mean, how do you feel about that?
I think the younger homies do what they do. You know, if they're out there and they're the ones putting in the work, they can dress as they please, bro.
Yeah, facts. That's what I said.
You know?
Yeah.
So if they're dressing as Edgars, or they're dressing with skinny jeans, or they're dressing, you know, not high socks or all that shit, it is what it is.
Times change.
That's the active people out there.
Evolution. It's evolution, dog. We change.
Okay, but people that actually like I was telling them, people that hold our culture to a high standard, like Miss Lady Pinks, that looks at them and says, "Hey, hold on, that's not how we dress. That's not how we look," right?
But I think she's thinking about our time.
Our time, yeah, she's thinking about our time. That's why I say like
because we hold people to a higher standard, bro.
I don't blame the youngsters.
Yeah, you can't.
I blame. Okay, so if you want somebody to blame, I would if you had to blame somebody.
Yes.
I would say you would have to blame the OGs that are around those youngsters, because
I can't even say
that's
that.
where they're supposed to get their game from.
I don't agree with that.
That's where they get their game
from. That's who you blame, bro.
Yeah, I don't agree.
Listen, if you're the big dog from Nyland,
yeah, it's evolution.
If you're the big dog from Nyland, right? If that's Opina is the guy that we look at from holding Nyland to this standard.
Right.
This is who we hold accountable, bro.
That is true, but
you know,
I
think with Lady Pinks,
great way to say. But look,
she feels like, hey, if you're coming out of my area and you're like at this standard, like I'm holding you accountable.
Right.
This is the way she's feeling. She's holding you accountable because you're coming from her area, and this is what it is.
Now watch. Now I agree with that. Now here's what I'm saying though is, okay, like I got a little homie from Nyland. He raps. Salute Shy Boy Take Money.
Okay.
He's a young homie, right? Sometimes I look at his videos. I'm like, man, that was me when I was younger. But he has great morals and respect, right? He's not one of those dudes. But the dress code, I got nothing to do with that. You understand what I'm saying?
but
What I'm
listen,
saying? The
at the
style,
same-
I got nothing to do with that.
at the same
But
time,
as far
bro.
as like raising him and his rules, and
But
the
you
moral,
can't have
that's-
half and not expect the whole thing, bro.
Yeah, because he doesn't dress nothing like how I dress.
Well, because
That's how I am.
Times change.
The
you know?
thing is-
as far as like the
I'll
rules
put
and
on
stuff,
skinny
regular,
jeans
he
if I want,
follows.
and I
He's a
just
good
dress
homie,
whatever, you know?
but he don't dress like me.
most youngsters are gonna
How you gonna
adapt.
blame me for that?
No, you can't blame nobody,
yeah,
bro.
yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Look, this is the whole part. You can't blame nobody. Most people are gonna do what they do. You know, it has nothing to do with the people that came before them or after them.
Yeah.
You know, they're doing what they do. They're acting like the people that came up around them. You know, it's just like driving in traffic, bro. If you're going 65 and that's the speed limit, but everybody's going 73, 74, you're going 73, 74, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you're doing what is out there, bro. You know? And who's to say that's wrong except the cop behind you, bro?
Yeah.
You
So
know?
we're agreeing. But what I'm saying is it might not be in the same car that you're doing that.
Sometimes
70s
things happen,
you know
bro.
what I mean?
But
Yeah.
who's to say it's right or wrong,
Right,
bro?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, yeah.
You know? Like, at the end of the day, it's only how we feel, you know? And at most, we look at, like, what we were doing.
Yeah.
You know?
we reflect on our
The
shit.
way we grew up.
Yeah.
I understand where she's
You know
coming
what I
from.
mean?
I'm not saying I don't.
So if Pinks is feeling like, hey, you guys ain't holding us to the standard that I grew up in on my level, she's not wrong for that, my boy.
Yeah.
Like, this is how she feels. Now, if everybody ain't on that, that's on them.
Yeah.
You know? But she's not wrong for that.
yeah.
Because
And
she's
the young
holding
homies
you.
ain't wrong either.
No, well, she's holding you to a standard that we were at and that we felt at that time, you know? But the young homies are doing their thing and they're feeling like, hey, listen,
It's their time.
you know, this is my time and this is me.
Yeah.
And, you know, they're doing their thing, you know?
I think that's the best way I say. Like I said, my little homie learned everything from us, and he learned all the rules. He's a good homie. He follows suit, but he just don't dress like me and my dad. That's all.
All I can
we
say is
didn't throw
this.
that on him like, hey, you got to wear these baggy pants because that's the style, and you got to bald your head. Nah, you know, he got his little own style.
Everybody
Yeah.
does different, bro.
Different shit,
like,
yeah.
I mean, you could see even my fit nowadays. Like, I'm trying to adapt more to the times.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
of course, dog. I mean,
but
it's
at
evolution.
the same time, salute to the homies from my era that did what they had to do to get us to this era, bro.
Of course.
You know,
And
So-
that's part of the problem that these youngsters don't not only appreciate, but they don't give respect to the ones that were here before them.
of course,
They don't. And that only happens in our genre, fool, because what I was saying on that
the
video.
blacks give love to the people that were before them.
Yeah, and that video I did earlier, that girl that was gonna come today, that we rebooked for Sunday,
Yeah.
she's done songs with Duende, Lefty SM, she's done songs with
Lefty
Sekan,
SM.
all these older generation
Showing love to
Mexican
them.
rappers, because she understands that, hey, these were the ones that were here before me.
Yes.
Let me go touch their fan bases. But in our culture, Chicano rap or the homie culture, it don't happen like that, dog. Name one new rapper. There's a few. Like Peso got on a song with Capone, I think, or was going to do a song with Capone. But there's only a few. But there's not too many, dog.
But listen, a lot of people don't.
Chicano rappers like they're washed up.
But a lot of people don't appreciate Capone for the work that he put in to get them to the level that they're at now.
That they're at now, yeah. facts.
Because a lot of people wouldn't be there now if Capone didn't put in the work he put in.
Yeah, to get us noticed. Yeah,
They
facts.
wouldn't be there
Or
because
Royo is one of them. Mr. D's another one.
yeah, Mr. D, like all the homies that paved the way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Lighter shade of brown.
Lighter shade of
like,
brown.
You know, the homies that done their thing. You know, Frank V, like
V, yup.
all the fools that are known.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even
Shadow Rob, all them.
but even what's it called? What the fuck? I'm tripping right now. But
Here's a crazy one. Watch.
Psycho Realm
Psycho
and like
Realm, Cypress
you know
Hill, yeah.
Cypress Hill.
Sick jacking.
You know, Be Real. Be
Yeah.
Real.
Yeah.
Be Real paid a lot of the way for the homies,
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah.
And he's came up with the Bloods.
Yeah.
You know, but Be Real paved the way for a lot of the homies, dog, because he was bilingual, he was doing his thing, and he was making sure the homies had a lane.
And you would think that some of these youngsters fool would appreciate that and come back and do a couple records that, you know, like, hey, here you go, dog. Let's see if we can re-spark something in your career.
Yeah.
You know, for whatever. You know what I mean? They don't
Of
have
course.
to.
No,
but
of course not.
That would
Bro.
show unity within our culture.
They
But-
don't even understand the magnitude of those guys. Okay, dudes are coming out of Supermax.
Okay.
Hold on, for 6 days acting like Superman with 20,000 streams. Cypress Hill done sold
We got fools
30,
dissing
50
us,
million
bro.
records, bro.
We got fools dissing
So,
us with what,
millions of
3,000
records,
views?
dog.
So check this out. Check this out. All right, the people
That's
you're talking
crazy.
about, the little
Come
rap,
on,
the
man.
little rap fags you're talking about, right? Check this out. Who's made more money, the newer rappers that are out now, or the Chicano rappers?
Oh,
Chicano
it's a
rappers,
landslide.
100%.
Chicano rappers, 100%, bro.
So why is it that these fools say
By
I don't want to be?
millions,
Yes,
millions
yes.
of records.
So why is it that these new youngsters? I don't want to be labeled Chicano rap because I'll be in a box, but that box has made 1,000,000 times more money than these fucking guys that don't want to be
And
labeled.
not only
I
that,
think-
and they paved the way.
I think
As
at the end
quietly
of the
as
day, the homies
Facts.
don't want to be in a box because they don't want to be labeled to what like these fools are labeled as.
Yeah, but
they
these
wanna
fools that
be
they're labeled like
Listen,
that made
if,
millions.
If those guys think that,
But
like,
even
listen,
if you're made millions, bro, you still don't want to be in a box. So these fools are trying to get out of the box.
But here's the thing:
even
that
if you made
they're not
millions,
even, listen, they're not even. No disrespect. I'm gonna
Yeah.
do it in a kind of.
Okay,
they're not
look.
even good enough to be in the box.
Yes,
okay,
sir.
They're
well,
not even
stop
good
this.
enough to be in the box.
Stop
my
this,
boy.
though.
Damn, son, where'd
They're
you
not
find
even good
that?
enough.
Okay,
Listen, Little Rob,
let's
listen,
stop it. Let's
they
stop
say
it right
Little
now.
Rob sucks. All these
Give me
Chicano
1
rap-
second.
Hold on,
One
okay, go,
second.
go.
Are you a Chicano rapper?
Yes,
You are,
yes.
and that's what you put yourself in. That's the box
They
you're on.
put me in that.
No, but is that the box you put yourself in?
I'm a universal rapper.
No.
So I'm everything.
But do you say you're a Chicano rapper?
Yes, I have it. I said that. Yeah.
So you say, "Hey, I'm Opina,
But I'm
and
a
I'm a
hip-hop
Chicano
artist, too.
No.
To different crowds. I go to
No,
different crowds.
we're not asking about different crowds.
If I'm in Denver and they tell me I'm a
no,
hip hop,
in Denver, of course you're gonna say it because you're over there. But in LA, are you saying, "Hey, I'm Opina and I'm a Chicano rapper"?
I never say it on stage.
You wouldn't. You wouldn't, bro. And that's what some of these guys are trying to say.
Okay, but here's
That
what I'm
you
saying.
wouldn't.
Okay, I hear this.
Because you're doing your thing.
Yeah, but here's what I'm saying.
Okay.
All these young rappers say all these fools suck at rapping. Mr. Capone, Little Rob sucks.
But how can you say
I
that,
know,
bro?
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
Yeah,
I'm saying
that
these-
doesn't even make
So they're
sense.
saying that.
If Capone's able to
They
make-
sold all these millions of records. Capone just charted at an old age.
Capone's killing it,
No
bro.
disrespect that he's old, but you get what I'm saying. They charted. Little Rob has put out music.
Little Rob's killing it,
they're-
bro.
these young
There's
guys
no
are,
way
these young
you could
guys- I know,
come
but-
out
but
and
these
say they're
guys-
not doing their
these,
thing.
But these young guys are saying, "I don't want to be in that box." You're not even in that box.
Yeah, fact.
Yeah, you ain't
To
even
begin
trying to
with.
jump in there.
You can't even get
Yeah.
in the ring in that box to begin with because
But
you ain't got the
don't
views
mind
or the
me
streams.
jumping in that box because you, hey, put
Hey,
me in
yeah,
the
put
box.
me in
Fuck
there.
it.
So look.
That's a tough box.
Look,
to be
Yeah,
honest
that's a
with you.
good box to be in.
Look.
Yeah, it can be.
Look.
it could be
If
yeah,
you're doing your thing.
you're
Look,
doing-
low profile made millions.
I forgot
High
about
power
them.
made millions.
Yeah.
Mr. D made millions. These are all companies owned by Southsiders, by homies,
Homies.
right?
Chicano artists,
Yes.
right? Let's say it.
And,
Chicano
and
rappers.
they gave money to thousands
Everybody.
of homies, right?
Yeah.
You tell me
And blacks.
one rap, yeah, and blacks. Tell me one rapper right now that's popping his shit that's made all that money that has a label like that to feed thousands.
Maybe OGZ.
Maybe the only one OTR.
OGZ.
No, that's not a homie owned label.
homie only. one.
OGZ.
Okay.
And he's not a homie own label.
That's
But,
okay, so we're saying
but
homie
what
owned
I'm
label.
saying,
Homie owned label.
Probably the only one is G.
Yeah, for AK-47.
Yeah.
yeah.
But he comes from the old school, so
But that's still
Yeah,
homie.
technically,
yeah, no,
And he's
salute
doing
to-
his
no,
thing. Yeah.
Facts.
Salute
But
to
all
King
these other
Little G.
fools that are popping that are talking all this shit, I mean, they're
They
in
don't
it
have their
they're
own
in it for
label.
themselves.
They're
Yeah.
man. Listen, they're in there saying, "I don't want to be a part of that. I'm this. I'm that." I'm not a Chicano. You can't even get in the box. Not only that, you can't even get in the box.
But that's what I was
But
trying
they're
to
just
tell you.
thinking that they got motion because they're on a camera, bro.
Opina, you know I got love for you.
The motion on a camera doesn't equal to
This,
a million.
this, they got this phone, so now they're
they got
popping.
motion,
It's able to get 'em in.
Like you can't even bang in a ring with Little Rob. Like I couldn't. He's got
No,
too many accolades.
it's too much.
It's too much.
Too much.
So for people to say I don't want to be that. Don't label me that. Well, first label yourself something because
Get in somewhere.
you know what I'm saying?
No, but that's
label
what you're
yourself
saying.
something,
You're
homie.
saying
I mean,
like
come on,
for
man.
yourself, Opina, you don't mind hopping in the box
Yeah, I
because
was
at
asked
least
that
in the
on
box,
on all the podcast channels, and
Yeah.
I've never shied away from it. They
Well,
said,
you
consider-
can't,
do you
because
consider
you're
yourself-"
a
I said,
homie.
I'm a homie. I'm a Chicano.
You're a
And I'm a
homie.
homie, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna take that box. Doesn't mean I'm the best in that box. I can't say that I am because there's
Yeah.
a lot of dudes that
I mean, there's somewhere, though.
There's some dudes that made some money,
Yeah.
millions of dollars, and sold millions of records.
Yeah.
So for me to just say that box is a piece of shit, I can't do that.
Yeah.
I'm better than that. How you better than that box? You did 6 days of Supermax and got out and acting like Superman.
But do you understand? But do you understand where some of the homies are feeling like, hey, why do you want to put me in that box when I'm trying to get in the box with everybody else? You understand that?
I understand that. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that, but I think sometimes they gotta look at it and really say like, first,
Get in the box
can you
with us,
can
and
you
then
compete
move.
can you compete in the box that you say is whack?
Yeah.
Or even not
You know what I'm
compete, or
saying?
even not
First.
even compete, but you know, be thankful for the homies that paved the way.
Yeah, at least
That
that.
paved
at
the
least
way.
that,
You
yeah.
don't have to like
Because-
or shit, but at least, hey, them homies did their thing. They got
There's a lot of homies that
know?
paved the way, dog.
Yeah.
And that did their thing representing us.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, no matter how you look at it, if you like it or not, like they were representing us. So if they're here representing us, why wouldn't you at least respect what they did to move us forward?
Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean?
Or help, or even if they're on right now, like help the people that are like you. Like,
Yeah.
like okay, so like there's rappers that won't even fuck with us for whatever fucking reason.
Yeah.
We don't. If it's cool, we ain't tripping. But
Yeah.
like, you go jump on the platform with 10 watchers, it's just because you think that they got mainstream
Yeah.
attention and they really don't. But you
They ain't
won't
doing
come fuck
nothing.
with the people that are really
We
gonna
got
support
what
you,
do we got?
platform
We
you.
got 350 right now.
Yeah.
So we got almost 400 people right now live.
Yeah.
But you're gonna go get on some people because they might have 100 people that are the people you want to be with.
Yeah.
Like, come on now.
Yeah.
Think about it, bro.
Wow.
They're like, I don't want to. I
Yeah.
don't want to jump in the. What box
Yeah.
are you gonna jump into?
Like, get the fuck out of here,
What
man.
box are you
Hold
gonna-
on. I heard somebody had an acapella, fool.
No, we ain't doing that.
I heard somebody had an acapella,
Nah,
homie.
acapellas today.
I can sing
Hey, are we
it.
taking phone calls?
I can sing it.
Go. Let's
Do it,
go.
do it, do it.
Sing
Handle,
it.
handle.
Sing it for us.
Handle.
We need Nasty Boy for that one.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Trapboii.
All right,
I said what I said already.
Okay. One last thing. There was a diss song made towards us. Should we even acknowledge it?
Acknowledge it, bro.
Yeah.
Acknowledge it, bro.
Well, I mean, like I said, man, these dudes.
Acknowledge it, bro. Because look, at the same time, we're trying to show the homie love. We're trying to bring him in, and for whatever reason, he felt like we were trying to downplay him or disrespect him or whatever the fuck. And then from there, he made a diss song against
What's
us.
crazy is that I talked to his manager when this kid was in jail. This kid was
Yeah.
in jail, and I talked to the manager, and I made it right with the manager. So for the manager to allow this kid to drop that record, that's like slapping me
That's
in the
crazy,
face.
bro.
That's like saying, fuck you, I don't give a fuck what we talked about. I'm going to let this fool drop that tape. Now you can say, well, he could do whatever he wants. He's the artist. You're the manager. You know what's right for this kid.
But what is he on for real? Like, look, bullshit to the side, dog. Like, you're from up north. You got your own people to deal with over there. So you're gonna make a whole diss song saying, "Fuck
The
us."
hater world, right?
Yeah.
And that means
Cause that's us.
that means you,
It's all
trap
of
boy.
us.
Yeah.
You gonna let some fool diss you?
Fuck no.
That means you.
No,
That means
that's
you.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
no, that's what I'm saying.
Like, it's cool if he
I
would have
mean,
said,
but
"Hey,
the way
fuck
I-
Blue Devil."
That's cool.
No, I'm just saying,
the way
if he
I
would
look
have
at
pointed at whoever he felt
Yeah.
disrespected him, bro.
Yeah.
The way I
That's
look
what
at
I'm
it, too,
saying.
is like the,
because when people just come out and they're gonna say "fuck everybody,"
Yeah.
that's a whole different thing, bro.
Yeah, that's everybody.
So
yeah,
what happens to when we run into you, bro?
yeah,
Yeah,
Like, honestly.
Yeah, and the thing is like
Because
when you get out, when you
haven't you been there?
Yeah.
You told me you know
yeah,
that
I went
guy.
up there, yeah. Oh, well, I didn't meet him though.
You've never met him in
not
person?
Him. No, I met him in I met another homie and their homie. I met all his homies. I went up there.
But
solo.
you know his homies.
Yeah, I do. So,
Okay.
I never met him though.
How big is the gang?
I mean, it's like Nyland.
That's what I'm
There's
saying.
1,000 people in the town.
it's like Hopeville.
Yeah, no,
I'm
just saying, like-
smaller than Holville.
Yeah,
But-
Hopeville's pretty small.
But I'm just saying, like,
I'm
you
gonna keep
go-
it real. Holville got a crew
Hitters.
there. They got hitters there. It
but-
ain't like that place.
Okay,
you know what I'm
no,
saying?
it's like this. It's
Yeah.
like Sealy.
Yeah, it's like Nyland, fool. There's only 1,000 people.
No.
But I'm saying you go
It's
out
like
of your
CD,
way
fool.
to disrespect.
No, Sealy's way too small. My bad.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sealy is like it's
2,000 people.
Population 300.
But the thing is
Maybe
why you
around
go
there,
to disrespect us as a whole if you feel some type of way, even after we've already hollered at you and tried to make it
At the
right.
manager,
yeah,
so,
yeah. I cleared it up with
you
the
know,
manager.
Well, you know, what I look at it as a little kid like chasing clout, dog. I'm not gonna, you know what I mean, sit here and talk too much about.
Opina, you got a diss on
I'm
for
not-
him. Let's say that.
Man, I could do it, dog.
got
but
us?
I'm not gonna pick on a little kid, bro. Straight up, because I look at it this way:
Who's our rapper on the
listen,
on us
hear me
four?
out. No,
Who's
I'm
our
gonna keep it a
rapper?
buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Keep it a buck.
When you're trying to come out and get clout, who you gonna go after? The big dogs.
Fact.
Of
So when
course.
you mention names like our name and shit like that, he could have mentioned his ops from up there. He could have mentioned any other podcast. He could have mentioned some other shit he was going through in life, but instead he want to mention us. So that tells you exactly what it is, and what it is. It's all internet shit. Fool.
Yo, facts.
So what's
It's
gonna
got
happen
nothing to do
though?
with nothing.
Let's keep it real though. What's gonna happen when he ends up running into one of us in real life?
Man,
Trapboii, get him.
I'm just
you
being
already
real.
know the answer.
I'm just being real.
It is what it is, bro.
Like, you know,
I know
is
what
he
you're
really
saying.
looking for that?
Nah, he ain't looking for that. I'm not even gonna take it like that.
But
bro.
do you think that's what it is?
Because if someone's looking for that, they wouldn't do all that.
Yeah, facts.
They wouldn't go on a camera and be like, say our name. We're going back into the whole Adam shit, like redirecting.
But do you get what I'm saying?
type of traffic.
Like
That's
some of
why I
this
don't
shit
want-
just seems crazy because, like, most of us don't go out of our way to diss nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if for whatever reason you diss us as a whole, it's like, come on, dog.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are you on? Especially when you were scheduled to pull up here.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
we're trying to show you love, and then you go ahead and make a diss song because you're what 500, 600, 700 miles away.
Chasing clout, bro.
But
He
what
got
are
a-
you
he
really
got a lot to
chasing,
learn.
bro?
He got a lot to learn about the industry. You know, they could easily reach out to us if they had a problem, but when they do have a problem with like big platforms like No Jumper, Team Z, they're not going to be able to reach out and say, hey, can you guys take that video down because it's making me look bad. They're not going to be able to reach out to Steve Harvey. Harvey.
Oh, yeah.
Harvey
Yeah,
from TMZ.
yeah, for
They're not
course.
Adam's going to say, fuck you. They're not going to be able to reach out. But to us,
We could take it down. That's a homie.
I got you.
Hey, my bad, my boy. I didn't know you felt that way.
yeah, got you.
Yeah.
So that tells me you got a lot to learn about the industry.
But who really felt like we're disrespecting them?
Yeah.
Like, we weren't trying to disrespect you, my boy.
Yeah.
We were trying to, like, add a little momentum
Yeah, facts.
before you came over here.
Yeah, facts.
Like, we try to put you on the show. We try to add momentum to give you a little action before you got here. And you took it a different way.
Yeah.
So instead of reaching out, because you're able to reach out, there's 3, now 4 of us here that you could hit directly and be like, hey, my boy, what's up?
Yeah.
But instead,
You went the other way.
you said, hey, fuck all you
Well,
guys.
he went to county for 5 days when came out feeling like fucking Pablo Escobar.
Yeah, but
So
come
that's
on
what
now.
it was, you know?
What county did he go to?
LA County.
Yeah.
And you're telling me he was in there saying, hey, fuck you fools.
Oh no, he
I
wasn't.
guarantee you he didn't
wasn't
run into
nice.
one of my homies saying, fuck me.
Yeah.
Because my homie would have
Facts.
made sure,
Hell yeah, he ain't talking about me.
said, hey, you're on some bullshit. Because my homies know me. My homies could tap
Yeah.
in with me at any time And if they would have called me from the county jail and said, hey, Drewps, hey, I'm right here with this fool that said, fuck you, you're a bitch, or whatever, I could have told him, hey, go ahead and put hands on that fool.
Wedgie time.
Wedgie time.
For real.
Los
And I'm
corones.
just being real, dog. I'm not trying to talk shit. But if I
Grab
really
his own
felt
hand
that
and make
way,
him slap himself. Why you slapping yourself? Or why you slapping
hey,
yourself? For?
let me hear this fool say this. You know, so these fools trying to do all that extra shit.
From an entertainment standpoint, now I'm looking like the big, older
Yeah.
guy. Now. I get it, fool, but like just people that are really from the streets, you might see someone in person, they don't get it, bro. And,
But the thing is he took it to where
he didn't have to go, especially when I spoke to his manager already.
Yeah, and they talked. Because, hey, my boy, if you felt like this is what it was, my bad. Yeah. Take it down.
So can you say the manager's not doing his job?
I don't think he is.
Because isn't the manager?
Because the manager should have been circumventing that, bro.
Yeah, you don't need that. You don't need that.
That's the other thing. Like, who we talking about here? Like, a lot of.
But what's gonna happen when the manager pulls up with that fool in the near future?
A lot of the younger homies and a lot of people in the rap game, they say they got managers, but they don't really got no managers.
What kind of manager you got,
what I'm saying?
though?
Like a manager is someone like Solus. Yeah, that's a manager.
Salud Solus.
Well, he's fixing the program,
and he's doing his thing. Ocho. That's a manager.
That's a manager. Big business. Ocho.
Those are managers.
Yeah.
You might have some homies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That you
Ocho and Big Business are doing their thing, bro.
But I'm saying, you might have some homies that say like, "Oh, I'll be your manager," but like, are they managers or are they just like homies on the side that
letting you do whatever you want?
Because if it was a combo with someone like Solus and he gave you the, "Hey, don't trip," that's solid.
But even if Ocho or Big Business told you, "Hey, this is what it is,"
that's not good for business.
That's it. That's what it is.
Cut it out.
So
they're not gonna change what it is because they think it's a good clout move to go ahead and disrespect the whole platform.
Yeah.
Because you got 3,000 followers on your Instagram.
Well, I kill careers, dog.
Yeah, but
all right.
see, it's
listen. I made Mr. Criminal move to Atlanta. All right. I made Mañoso Marv, cry a no jumper. And we'll continue. I have a whole list of I could end that career. But I'm deciding not to, because I know that he's a kid and he don't get it.
Why are you doing that shit, bro?
Facts, big facts.
Especially if you're able to tap in with everybody.
Yeah, facts. We're gonna give it a little bit. Let's see if he gets his mind right.
Yeah,
but it just sounded crazy when I heard it, bro.
Yeah, facts.
I heard it.
He'll be all right. I think he'll be all right. He just gotta take a fresh.
I mean, Opina's tapped in with him.
Come back down to earth. You know what I mean?
You tapped in with him, right?
I hit up the upstate. Hold on, I hit up the upstate general, dog. I'm not gonna say his name, but I hit up the upstate Southside general. No, I don't want. I hit up the upstate general.
My boy, though.
My boy, yeah.
You know, it's my boy.
I've
been with him too.
Yeah, this fool been with him too.
Yeah.
I hit that fool. I go, hey fool, you're the face of that shit, dog. How the fuck you allowing this bullshit? That fool not my homie. I go, fool, I get it, but when people think of upstate, they think of you, big dog. You can't allow this shit. We rocking with you fools up there, so this shit is scandalous. We rocking with that whole movement. I think we're the only ones rocking with the upstate movement, dog. You know how many other platforms?
I brought over.
Yes, all of them.
I brought over Spooky. Yeah, all
but
the
look, who else is accepting all the upstate beef?
Yeah, fool.
I know Blue put a lot of that shit on his shoulders.
Fool. Yes, fool. We took on a lot of that.
When we were going at it with somebody down here, we accepted it and went through it with them.
Blue as a whole put a lot of the upstate beef on his own shoulders.
Yeah, fool.
Without any of the platform, bro.
Yeah.
He just said, hey, this is what it is.
Yep, I got
without
you guys.
all of us talking, he just, hey, this is what it is.
Yeah.
So for a homie from up there just to be like, hey, fuck you guys for no reason.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, dog. Like, you can't even holler at us first and like reach out and like see what's up. Like,
but it's because it's that clout demon shit, fool.
Yeah, but
fresh out, boom, I'm gonna diss them.
Okay, you bigger than
so
the
what
program.
does that tell me for what was it, 4 or 5 days or 6 days That dude was busted. He had us on our mind. As soon as he got out, boom, he mentioned us.
Okay, so what happens?
That's crazy. That's clout
What
chasing,
happens
bro.
if that's the way we really felt, right? And then we heard, hey, homies in LA County, like, you really telling me you can't get touched in there?
Oh, shit.
Damn,
Come
son,
on, get the
where'd you
fuck out
find
of here,
this?
fool. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you ain't that grown.
You're telling me we really can't touch you?
Yeah, facts.
Get the fuck out of here, fool. Miss me with that shit. That just sounds like comedy, fool.
Yeah, facts.
You know?
All right.
What it is.
Let's give it a few days before we decide on whether we ending a career or we helping it flourish. All right. With that being said, let's take some phone calls. You want to take some phone
Let's
calls?
Let's go.
You ready, Trapboii?
Ready.
Because you've been
One.
quiet, fool.
I'm just getting adjusted to it. You know what I mean? So I'm waiting.
Damn, son, where'd you
Let's
get
just
this?
let
Damn, son, where'd you find
Getting
this?
used to it.
Yeah, getting used to it. I'm
That's a good
actually
one, though, fool.
paying
That
attention
helped.
to what you guys
That's a good
say.
one.
When, you know what I mean? Like those little things there,
Okay. Cool.
especially like this. You know.
I think it was a good one for Trapboii, though,
Yeah, for sure.
because it helps him get adjusted to the program, fool. You know? Good shit, fool.
All right, the number is on the screen, 213-770-7838. Once again, that's 213-770-7838.
We got 350 in the house. Go ahead and hit the likes. Run it up.
Yeah, hit the like button. Hit the like button.
Get us
All right.
in the algorithm.
Hit
Let's
the like
go.
button. If you're on YouTube, double tap your screen real quick. Let's see. Let's get those likes to 300. All right, once they surpass 250, I'll take phone calls. So 40 more to get us to 250. Double tap your screen. And to anybody that wants to watch this podcast in full format, you have to go to kick.com/haterworld. Kick.com/haterworld. Let's get to 250 likes so we can take phone calls. I won't link until we get to 250. 250. 250. We've been on for 3 hours now. 241. 241.
Yeah.
No.
All right. Come on. Run.
Let's go. Run it up. Run it up.
237. Come on.
We're almost there.
And this 250
250.
calling. 619 is the first number it keeps calling.
My
Oh,
boy
no.
Darth Vader in there. That's Darth Vader.
He's
in
ready.
there.
He's hunting
Fuck
you.
you, Drewps. Bitch. You ain't shit. Darth Vader's a fool. 240. We almost there. Let's go. Run it up. Watch it real time. Let's get it.
Red ass.
43. We almost there. Let's get it.
All right, we're almost there. Phone calls are coming in. Phone is linked.
Phone calls about to come in. We need 6 more. 6 more. Let's get it.
6 more likes.
Yeah, 6 more likes on the phone calls.
Read some comments.
Without 250, we ain't going. Marcy, let's go. Salute. Esa West Best, salute. Much respects. Sergio, what's good, my boy? Salute. Bandit Loco, what's good, my boy? Salute. Ghost, what's good? Esa Sinister, salute. Those two, what's good? Drifter, what up? Big Vic 214, what's good? Badass Prophet, salute my boy. Much respects. SI West Best, salute. CHK 805, what's good? Oxnard in the house, salute. Luke Chan, what's good? Big Vic 214, what up? Junior Gallegos, what up? CHK 805, what up? Drifter, what up? Trying to read everybody's shit from here, my
Luke
boy.
Chan, what up, dog?
Opina got it in his face. I'm trying to read all the way up there.
Someone said thank you for the sliders. You gave someone some hamburgers?
Let's go.
When we get in some new music soon. What's up, Frankie? Salute.
Frankie was good.
He says
those two was good.
Frankie says
Baby
760.
Blue Dramatic. What's up, my boy? Salute.
Salute, Big Vic.
Squad up. Esa West Best. Lintanero was
Someone
good.
said Drewps and Playboy. What's up?
I know. I read that. I did read that.
619, you're in the building. What's good?
What up, fellas?
What's good? What's good? Who we talking to?
Chillin'. What's up?
Who we talking to?
The Border Town.
Oh, what's up, Border Town? How we doing, my boy?
Salute, Border Town.
Chillin'. Hey, I just wanted to talk about that the Lady Pink.
Yeah, go for it.
Situation. I just think like I don't think she I don't think she's realizing, or maybe she does, but in my opinion, I think there's like four generations of this clothing that she's trying to talk about. So I feel like it's pachucos, cholos, and gangbangers, and I feel like the pachucos were like 50s, 60s, and then the cholos were in the 70s and 80s, and then the gangbangers were in the 90s, and each one of those styles is different. So my grandpa was a pachuco, right? My dad was a cholo, and my uncle was a gangbanger, and each one of those generations talked down about each one style, you know? So I just feel like it ain't nothing different from what, I mean, you would call the Edgars. I don't want to call them Edgars. It might be like the gangbangers 2.0, but I just feel like the pachucos didn't. So the pachucos were like, you know, you could say they were zoot suiters, and then the cholos, they were wearing the Pendletons, and they weren't wearing big pants. They were wearing kind of fitted pants with the hush puppies, and then it was the gangbangers in the 90s that shaved their heads, and the cholos didn't like that. The ones from the 70s and 80s, they didn't like that bald head, big pants.
You're not lying.
So,
that does make a lot of sense.
Yeah. Right. That's 3 eras.
So,
you said 4.
And that's
is the 4th.
We're on the 4th era now, though. Technically, we're on the 4th era now.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you know, but like Drewps said, it's the youngsters who put in the work or who are active, they're gonna dress however they want to dress. And I feel like back in the day it was more. I feel like back in the day though, but at the same time, Opina makes sense too, because it's nobody to blame. You know, nobody's to blame, because I feel like it was more about rebellion. Like the pachucos were doing it to rebel, and then the cholos, the Pendletons and the fitted pants and the hush puppies, they were kind of doing it to rebel against the pachucos, the zoo suiters. And then the 90s came, the bald head, the huge pants, they were doing it kind of to rebel too. And so I just feel like
it was just a style, bro. I think it was a style.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like, you know, like that 90s style that Pinks is talking about. She needs to understand that the cholos in the 70s and the 80s, they didn't like that style, bro. They had their slick back, nice hair, feathered back with the hairnet. So all of a sudden, cholos, bald head, big old pants, that looks sloppy to the ones in the 70s and 80s. That looks sloppy. They didn't like that, bro.
Yeah.
But, so now it's just, I just feel like people that are tripping on that need to like kind of take it with a grain of salt and understand that. Yeah, because I don't think it has. I don't even think it has anything to do with like what Blue said. Like, well, the older homie should have taught him. Nah, it has nothing to do with that either, because the pachucos. So what are you trying to say? The pachucos didn't teach the cholos, and the cholos didn't teach the gangbanger. It has nothing to do with that. It just has to do with evolution, and.
Yeah, that's just what it is right now, type shit, huh?
Perspective, my boy.
Yeah. How about this? Is it fair to say that, like, no matter what anybody dresses like, as long as if you're next to me, as long as you got heart and you're gonna jump when the time comes, I'm cool with it. I don't care what you look like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you're repping this thing of ours, right? So if you're doing what we're doing, and you're, what does it matter if some dude has long hair? If I'm getting jumped by 7, gavachos, and I'm a homie, and there's a homie in the building, and he's wearing skinny jeans and got long hair and got goofy glasses on, but he comes in and he socks one of them fools. Hey, I'm cool with what you're wearing.
I don't think
Yeah.
anybody cares
Just
what.
like,
anymore.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I just don't like when I hear like Pink say, "Oh, well, that's not how you should represent us," or "That's not our style." Because, like I said, going back, that's the same thing the past generations were saying about her generation.
But
you know,
do you
so
feel like she's wrong for like trying to like hold the homies to a different standard though?
Well, that's what I'm saying. There should. So where were the standards? So the Pachucos had their own standard. You had to dress nice
Everybody got a
with
standard for
slacks.
sure. Yes.
Exactly. Every generation, you can't really do that, you know, because then what about the okay, for example, like Chuco, you know, the Boulevard Nights movie, that was Cholo era, right? And so did he not? Are you going to say the same thing about the next generation after him, which probably was you and your generation, like the baggy pants and the bald heads? Like, I'm sure.
But does that really make her wrong for like trying to hold the homies to a certain standard when that's a standard that most of us really fuck with? Like the majority fucks with? You know what I'm saying?
The majority, or the era that you came from?
The era, for sure. It's the era that she came from. So that's where she's holding you to a standard from the era that she came from. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, I get that. But it's just that you can't really hold people to that standard anymore because it's a totally different era, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't hold people to the Pachuco standard. That's like saying, "Oh, well, our roots are Pachuco, our roots are zoot suits. Like, you should dress like that now." Like, it's not. It doesn't really work like that, you know.
No, I get where you're coming from, but I think that
totally different era, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't.
Yeah, I don't think.
But I mean, it's to each his own. You know what I mean? Even you though, Drewps. Like, you changed your style.
No, I did.
Hey, Drewps, you
I
changed
did,
your,
bro.
Yeah, you know, and it's a good thing. And it's a good thing. But that's how would you feel if Lady Pinks told you that? Like, Drewps, you come from the '90s.
I told a lot of homies like when I first got out and I told my story, right? Like I was in Chicago at the time, right? And a lot of the dudes in Chicago were like, "Hey, Drewps, you're getting out soon, right? How long you been down?" I'm like, "Shit, I've been down like 15, and I had like a year to come home." And they were like, "What are you gonna be wearing when you come out?" And I was thinking like 42s would be like cool, you know what I mean? And I'm like, maybe like some 42s. They're like, "Nah, bro, you need like some 36s. I'm like, never, bro. Never will I wear some 36s. Like, you got me fucked up. Like, and they're like, "Bro, look at you, bro. Like, 36 is good." And I'm like, "Nah, bro." But now when I'm out here, I'm actually wearing from 36 to 40, bro. You know what I mean? So I get where you're coming from with it. And I've went from like wearing 4 or 5X shirts to like XL to 2X. Like the shirt I'm wearing today is 2X, you know? And that's just because I'm getting fatter, bro. You know, so I gotta like bump it up a little bit. You know?
That shit look like it's a large on you today, bro.
Looks like a medium.
It's a 2X. Opina can't be talking, dog. We don't even want to hear Opina talk.
Hey, dog, that's a compliment. You know? That's good. Looks like you're wearing a medium, like you're smaller.
Get the hell out of here, Opina.
No, I'm
gonna send you to the bathroom.
Come on, bro.
What is that? What is that?
Leave Opina alone, man.
Go to the bathroom and look at the TV, bro.
21 Forever extra small.
There it is.
21 Forever. That's you, bro.
Yeah. Extra small.
Nah, but like on the real, bro. Like times change, and we got different people out here doing different things, and I don't think it really matters the clothes they wear or what they're doing. Like, there's still fools out that are gonna be wearing some Edgar haircuts and some tight fitted jeans, but they'll still lay you down, bro. So you gotta be careful out here.
Popcorn pants.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, for real.
They'll still lay you down, and they'll still get in the phone.
Like they ain't playing,
all
bro.
right. We're gonna take the next caller, fool.
Salute to you, my boy.
Watertown, appreciate you, my boy.
They got your
my
nickname
boy,
for you in the chat. Look at it.
Salute to Bordertown.
Opina wearing some 26s no matter what.
Damn.
24.
Take your hat off, bro.
38s.
Opina got his hair braided, talking shit,
Hey,
dog.
but you
Get
know
the
what,
hell
though?
out of
Hey,
here.
you know,
mine.
hey, but you know what though?
Hey, what do you guys think of
I
the
got
little
your
blue
back.
chair?
I got your back
braided or
too.
not, dog.
You know I got your back too.
Hey, what do you guys think of the little blue chair right there?
I like it.
With
That's a good one.
The fit guy, the fit when we have a fit.
That's a good one.
That's a good
That's
one.
a good one. I seen it earlier. I was like, damn, that's
Trapboii
good.
fit in there.
Yeah.
323. You're in the
See,
building.
that's a good scene.
That's you,
That
fool.
shit here right
What do you
there.
mean? That's you.
323. You're in the building.
What's good? What's good?
What's cracking?
Who's this?
Shout out to the squad. Carlos from Islo.
Salute.
Salute.
Carlos. What up, my boy?
What happened with the Jainita that was supposed to come on?
She had a business opportunity in Vegas, fool, and I don't hold nobody's money, especially when they're not paying us.
I seen her story, man. She's living it up over there.
Yeah. So we rescheduled for this weekend, fool. So it's either gonna be Saturday or Sunday. When they're coming out, they're coming to do our pot for free, dog.
Yeah.
That's
so
dope.
if they're getting money, fool, and they gotta reschedule with me, dale gas, way. Go get
Yeah.
your bread.
Hell yeah. Go get your money.
Yeah.
But she'll be here this weekend.
Money calls.
Yeah. She's still pulling up. That's a fact.
Opina.
Yeah.
What happened to the Icon interview with Opina?
I don't know. I've been hitting him up. Blue, do work your magic, dog.
Oh, I can make it drop tomorrow.
Yeah.
You want me to make it drop?
Yeah, tell him to make it drop, man. I've been hitting him up.
Unless you did
I told
something.
him, no, I've been hitting him up, and then
He didn't do enough.
No, and then the other day, I
You
said,
didn't talk
hey,
shit
I said-
about
I said,
nobody.
no, I did. I said, hey, Icon, quit being a hater. Drop the. I said, you have all them other suckers on your podcast. Drop my shit.
You haven't talked
Drop
shit
some-
about
drop
nobody
some
though.
real-
Maybe he ain't fucking with us right now. He's
Drop some
blackballing
real
you.
shit. Nah, I told him.
You got to make yourself relevant. So you got to come on here
Beat
and
up
be
Trap
like,
Boy.
Dude, I
yeah,
told him.
beat up Trap Boy. That shit's dropping tomorrow.
I told him I was having new videos, and we had a good interview. It was all love, dog. That's the
You
homie.
didn't do
But
enough
hold
though.
on. Maybe he's not fucking with us right now, and that's just blackballing you.
Oh,
It could be.
I can't black.
damn, son.
It
Where'd you
could-
find
It
this?
could be.
What's all that?
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Say it
What's
again,
Jaina?
fool. Say it again.
What's all that veterana Jaina?
Who?
Who? Which veterana? Huh? You're getting weird.
He's in Miss Lady Pinks.
Oh, Miss.
Miss Lady Pink.
Salute.
Yeah, salute
Pinks.
Lady Pinks. Yeah.
She's a homegirl, fool.
Why is she hating on the younger generation, bro?
I don't think she's hating for. I think she's just not adapting to what's going on. Maybe
I
is
think
that what
she-
you would
she-
call it?
She's hating, bro, because she ain't relevant, bro. She's hating all of
Hold on.
That's
Okay, let me
that's
real
crazy.
quick. Relevant to the people on the internet is being seen on the internet. That does not mean they don't have businesses and things going on behind the scenes.
Accolades. Yeah.
She has businesses. Number one, so she's well off though.
No,
She's
music, her music is fucking, bro. Her music is
okay,
trash.
but, okay. So let me explain
you
something to
heard
you. Would you rather have your music being the best or have bread?
Have bread, bro.
Okay, so if she got bread-
bro, it's like
So if she got bread and she's living a good life,
bro. Because
But-
I never had anybody bumping that bitch.
But
they
you're
don't
talking about it right now, right?
yeah, but they don't have. Listen, fool, they don't have to bump it.
Yeah, because she's hating all. She's hating on all the.
But you're
young
still
bitches.
talking about her and thinking about her, bro.
And then
Think about that.
You got to remember this, fool. She was on the big stages with Mr. Capone when that fool was selling out 30,000. The big old stages with 30,000 people. She was on the stage, so she had fans, dog. They might not be you and me or a lot of people, but she does have a lot of fans, homie.
And she's been doing her thing, bro. And no matter how you look at it, whenever she was in any kind of predicament, bro, she did what she had to do, bro.
Do you like 6ix9ine, fool? I'm gonna ask you that question.
Nah, I like Miss Crazy.
No, hold on. Do you like 6ix9ine? You said no, right?
Yeah.
You know how many fans he got?
That's fine, bro.
No,
Yeah,
no, I'm not talking about the girl 6ix9ine. I'm talking
The
about the
6ix9ine,
rapper,
fool.
The rapper,
guy.
Not
the Mexican
Jenny.
dude.
Oh,
We're
they're
talking about.
the Anita.
No.
No. Fuck that fool.
Okay, so you don't like him, but you know how many motherfuckers do fuck with him, and that's what people don't get. They feel that
Yeah, bro,
because
he's
you
global,
don't like
he's
them,
global, but he's
other
everywhere.
people don't like him.
even care. People don't really pay attention to like all the shit he did, the snitching and all
No,
that
we're not
shit.
talking
People
about
don't
that.
really-
I'm just talking about his
they're not
music.
fun games.
No, I'm just talking about his music. Fool, you don't like his music, but hundreds of thousands of other people do like his music.
Yeah, he's global. He's a global superstar.
Okay,
Fool,
so
and
you don't
fucking-
like Pinks,
and
but
other
you know how
countries,
many
they fuck with him,
tortas
all
like
those fucking
Pinks?
Dominicans, Mexico, and Mexico.
Hold on, fool.
Latin.
You don't like Pinks, but you know how many tortas likes Pinks? A lot, fool.
But even just like homegirls from the street.
Yeah,
Yeah, la
Fuck
torta.
with her.
Yeah, you're right.
So you got to remember, fool, there's a fan base for everything, homie.
Yeah.
I learned that shit from Mr. D. That Mr. D, I told the homie one day, fool, your music's not the best. He goes, to you, but I sold millions of records.
He sold records.
So somebody liked my shit.
I was there. I remember he sold records, bro, out the trunk.
You know?
Salute, Mr. D.
Buck, bro. So a lot more records than a lot of these young dudes.
Much, fool. Like, se cree mucho. Like, se cree mucho chingona, güey. Like, güey.
I think a lot of people try to hold ourselves to a bigger standard, bro. So whenever we're trying to hold ourselves to a higher standard, like a lot of people are gonna be mad no matter what.
And the homie, hold on, you just said que se cree muy chingona. All right, check this out, fool. This is one thing I learned too. Every person has their own character. Fool. I look at it like a character, right?
We know
like
that.
Drewps is laid back, homie. Hold on, fool. Hold on. So Drewps is like a laid back homie, fool, kick back. He's not going to act stupid, get loud. But the minute that you say something dumb, you're wiped off the planet Earth. All right. Then you got homies that are loud, fool as fuck, and like do all this barking, but then they won't ever do nothing.
Yeah.
Then you got people like when King Little G came, I saw his persona. Like, oh, this fool, like he has this persona. That's who he is. So Lady Pink's fool got this persona que le vale verga la vida, way, and you gotta respect it. That's her persona. It's not you. It's not me.
She's always
That's
been the way
who
she
is, fool. And we're too quick to be like, oh, fuck her or fuck him because they're acting like this. That's their life, dog. That ain't yours.
Hey, but
you know.
But she always had no business, bro. When it was time.
She's like she's a hypocrite.
How? How do you figure?
Because she hates on the blacks. Because she hates on the blacks. And she's saying, oh, we just listen at this. Oh, black Mexican homies are not supposed to wear Jordan.
I wear Jordans every day,
but
bro.
But again, fool, that's her feeling that way. That she's entitled to her opinion, fool. Like you're entitled to yours.
All right, but doesn't she bump? She bumps all these.
Look,
we're going down that.
Yeah, but okay,
hole now, dog.
You know she has records with blacks, right? You know she has songs with other black artists. So she doesn't hate blacks. And I'm not even trying to protect her.
I don't think she even hates anybody wearing Jordans because I got pictures with her and I wear Jordans every day.
I'm gonna wear Jordans when she comes. I'm gonna put a pair right there.
I got Jordans on with her. I got a picture.
Oh, fool, Trapboii. We're all gonna wear J's.
But you know I got Jordans
we're all gonna wear skinnies, homie.
Those skinnies and Jordans, dog.
I'm gonna put her doll right here. Like, say something.
I'm even gonna braid my hair that day.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Hey, she's a good.
I'm gonna wear a Bozo t-shirt when she comes.
Damn.
Nah, I'm just fucking around. But listen,
Puro Cortez, she's poison.
Déjala, güey. That's her though, fool. Like,
that's her style.
Listen, fool.
I still like Cortez.
When you start respecting
remember the Laker ones,
she's talking shit because
I got them.
Jordans are for Chanates and from Mayates and then.
Calmado. Those are words we don't say here.
We fuck with the blacks. It's old shit.
How do you fuck with the blacks, fool? You just disrespected them 2 seconds ago, way. That's confundido, way. Hey, wait, listen, fool. When you can understand to respect everybody's opinion, way, you'll be better in life, dog. Because then you'll know, like, hey, listen, that's what they do, homie. I'm gonna do me.
You know what he's talking about.
Déjale, fool.
Hey, but bro, I don't mean to fucking take you guys time. You guys have a good night, bro.
No, appreciate you. No, we appreciate your phone call, fool.
Hey, we appreciate the call, my boy.
Got you, perro.
Yeah.
Appreciate the love, bro. I love. Squad up.
All right, squad up, my boy.
Gracias, my boy.
Yeah, I understood.
It was a good call.
Yeah, when I came into this podcast game, I understood, fool, that every rapper that comes up here got a different image, like a different character.
Got a different stilo.
You might not approve it.
All of us, look, me, you, and Opina both got a different stilo here, bro.
And you don't have to approve of it, but you have to respect the fact that that's him.
But think about it. Look, me, you, and Opina both got a different stilo, right?
Yeah.
Now we got Trapboii here, who has a different stilo from all of us.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean we shoot it down, bro.
Yes, facts.
You know, like we all doing something different than all of us.
Send a voicemail.
480, you're in the building.
Arizona?
Hey, what's good? It's Junior 602 from Phoenix. How you guys doing? Yeah, Arizona.
Salute.
Hey, man. It's a badass podcast today, bro. I like you guys talking about all kinds of shit, you know what I mean? But I was going to touch on that whole freezing your body. I don't know if in California they're doing it, but they do it here in Arizona already.
Oh, they do?
They got like 200 people frozen right now.
Are you on the list?
200,000.
Blue's trying to get
200,000,
frozen, bro.
You get frozen. And then they even do your brain for 80,000, bro. So that's crazy, bro. You gotta touch up on that. But
You're on the list, huh?
I'll do it.
tricky, bro.
I'll do it for 100,000, bro. Give me 100,000. I got
I'll give
you.
you 5,000 if you need that.
no, you have to pay. You have to pay 200,000 just so
I'm just saying, I got
bro,
Blue. If he needs to get frozen, I'll freeze him brain and body for
Hey,
100,000.
let's start a
Throw him in the fucking
GoFundMe.
freezer in the garage, bro.
200K.
For 10 grand.
Yeah.
Then you have the fucking lame ass cholo saying we scammed them.
To freeze Blue.
I don't care. You can say I scammed you
freeze
a year
Blue.
from now.
I'll see you in 200 years,
Yeah,
homeboy.
200 years.
Let's see who
It
outlived
didn't
who.
work.
They had a war and they blew up
Bro,
the
good
spot.
podcast, man.
Hey, what's
Hey,
up? What's
salute
up?
to you,
Yeah,
my
you're
boy.
right.
Is it hot out there right now? It's got to be hot.
Yeah.
Is it
Hey,
hot?
I
Yeah, it was
appreciate
100
you.
today, bro.
It was
Supposed to be
100?
70.
God
Damn, we're out here living
But
good,
that's-
bro.
but That's how it is over there. That's how it is. That's
I'm
their
about to
usual
go
weather
out
over
there.
there. When
Hold
it's
on,
like
my boy.
that.
That's musty.
Salute to Phoenix. Much love, my boy.
Piniquera. Yeah, we got. I got my cousins out there. I spoke to my cousin today,
Yeah.
easy, but I didn't ask him about no weather. But
Fucking hot
I
out
hit him
there.
up today.
But imagine
Yeah.
if I can get you right now, Blue, to sign up for 100 grand in
I actually
advance.
thought about it right now. I was like, man,
To get frozen?
Send it
just
to
to
me,
leave
fool.
right-
I got you.
just
I'll
to
freeze
leave-
you.
just to get frozen right now. Remember, to me, I get frozen right now. I'll wake up tomorrow.
Let me get the
You
Durango.
fools, you fools.
Let me get the Durango.
That's my baby. That's my baby. You fools.
Let me get that, the dog.
Let me get the pizza.
give me the
I want
voodoo
the
one.
studio, fool.
I gotta do voodoo.
Okay, let's go. Hey, calmaos.
Let me get the royalty though, and I got you, bro.
Nah,
You're
you know what,
frozen.
fool? I'll take the printing business. Yeah, the printing business, dog. That's me.
Send a voicemail.
619, you're in the building.
My boy.
I got this frozen jalapeno,
What's good?
Droopy with your Daisy Tubes, carnal.
That's right.
Got the frozen jalapeno.
Let him talk.
He
Let
got
him
his normal
talk.
voice right now.
Hey,
Maybe
so-
recognize
so
that.
Opina,
Got that frozen jalapeno.
Hey, what? Hey,
Okay.
Vader, what's wrong with you? I want to ask you, man. So, Opina,
Ouija, I
man.
want to bump the Ouija song right now, perro, the Ouija board.
But what's wrong with you? Are you okay, man?
I need some
No, be
VO5
for
if I
real,
can
man,
wash
because
my carna.
I'm trying not to like be mean. Are you okay,
Hey, who's
bro?
that skinny vato right there, homie?
Jesus Christ.
Trapboii, what's up?
That little vato right there. Is that Droopy's carna?
God damn. man.
Orale.
That's Droopy's hitman, fool.
What's up? What's up?
Do you need a hug?
Hey, pasa buenas noches from D. Vader.
All right,
Have a
D.
good one, D.
All right,
Vader.
yeah, yes, sir. Good to hear you.
He made a whole call, dog.
Damn.
That's cool.
He made it.
Wasn't that bad?
Nah, he's good.
He's good.
He's been
Salute to
popping
D.
it. He's
Vader.
been popping it in the chat, though.
That's cool. He can get what he got. He'll never pull up to LA, dog.
Big fat.
I'll smack that fool so hard in the face, dog. His lady will be like, "Oh,
He'll come back home and the lady will be like, you entered one of those slap contests?
yeah."
Oh, those are tight.
That shit go
That's what the lady
I
will
like,
say.
I like when the girls do it. That shit is funny because they're like they'll like
They slap
get
her
hit.
into
They act like
somebody looking good.
they act like they don't get hit. Like the girls don't get hit and be like,
I ate it. I ate it.
but you know it hurt. Like her
Yeah.
face is all fucked
That's
up.
D.
man.
Vader. He's like this. I ate it. He's looking different.
His eyes all in the back of his head. Yeah, those are cool. I watched that shit.
He's doing good calls now. Salute to D. Vader, dog.
salute,
I
dog.
fuck with you.
All right, the number is listed on the screen. We're going to take about 2 more calls. 213.
We only took 3 calls.
Yeah, but they were long ones, though.
They were good calls,
Three
too.
long calls. Yeah.
770-7838. Go ahead and call in. Let us know if you like this format. You know, the long ways. I don't know.
I gotta figure out how to get in the screen better, but
No, you're good.
I like to lean.
I'm gonna download it from Kick and re-upload the clips. So
I like to lean.
On
I think
Kick-
it's going to be a good one, fool.
on Kick, it's the whole thing, fool.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Because look, as they swipe,
Yeah.
it's going to be
You
a
pop
good
up.
one, fool.
Yeah, you
Because it's going to
in
pop
the
up.
algo. Yeah, you pop up and we get new fans that way. You know.
That's what we need. We need the fans on the algorithm, bro.
Yup.
You know? And if everybody's liking it, what do we got right now on the likes?
We're at
217?
5,000 views.
But what do we got? 217 on the likes?
277. Let's get to 300. We need 23 more likes. Come
Oh,
on.
277.
Yeah,
Let's get it.
23 more likes. We've been on for 3 hours. Good combo.
Get us to 300. Let's
Good.
go.
Double tap your screen if you're on YouTube. Double tap it.
for sure.
If you fuck
Alright.
with us, let's get it to 300.
Salute to everybody. It's been a good pod, fool.
Yeah.
Been a good
it was
pod.
good.
You know, good convo. You know, good
Chilling.
topics.
It's squad up.
Squad up, baby.
All the squad right here. You know?
Check 805 says, who's that skinny vato? That's Trapboii.
That's Trapboii. That's part of the squad right here.
Double eyes, homie.
They ain't even knowing.
Double eyes, right?
Lentes.
You know why, right?
Somebody said that.
Lente loco.
Lente loco. Double eyes.
That lente loco.
There you go, double eyes. That's AKA the ghost hunter.
That's
crazy.
AKA lente loco.
And by the way, I'm gonna drop the 4K version of the Ghost Hunter event video on. I'm gonna drop it tomorrow on the Blue Devil Reacts page. The 4K quality episode.
Yeah, we got
291. We're doing good, fool.
We really got to kick off that adventures thing.
Yeah, fool. I think that'll go.
Yeah, you know, too. Do some. Me and Trapboii, paper rock scissors to do an ice bath.
Oh,
Yeah, shit like that. Shit like that.
Shit like that.
Shit like that.
I got some hot Cheetos.
That's a good one.
That too. Yeah.
Let me know when
like
you're
the
ready.
hot
I got
ones.
two more hot Cheetos.
Okay.
What do you mean two more?
Oh, the blue
I
ones.
got the hot Cheetos.
Oh yeah, we
those
got
are
The
fucking
ones that they restricted.
crazy.
Yeah.
I got them.
I had a little bite of one.
I got
bro.
two. I got
Those
two.
are fucking high. I don't
I
know
got
if I can
'em.
eat a whole one, dog.
Let
Yeah.
me know.
We're gonna
I
do
got
it.
you guys.
That'd be dope. Yeah.
We'll,
do like some
we'll turn
shit.
this shit up.
Yeah. I
You
could do
guys
some
want to
shit
see
like
it? Let me know. Make it happen in the chat. We got two hot Cheetos. I got two of them.
The hot chip.
Those are the ones that they restricted.
that. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
the hot chip.
Hey, you know what else we can do? They got the 6 saltines.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
6
That's what you were saying
saltines.
earlier. Yeah.
Or the hot Cheetos, the bag like under 10 seconds or something.
fool.
Huh?
No, but 6 saltines in a minute.
Hey, what up, Blue?
Baby Blue Dramatic in the
Baby
building.
Blue, my boy.
What's up, fellas? What's up? Respect, homeboys, respect.
Respect.
Buenas noches to you all. Hey, Blue, that shit was cool right there, fool. That fucking, that video you did, it's time to change it up a little bit, homie. You know, that's a good little fucking get down right there.
Yeah, I
Nomás trucha
appreciate you.
con la brujería, fool, because there's a lot of wild shit out there,
Hey,
dog.
fool, look, I'm not going to lie to you, fool. Look, after we did that, I got in a car accident today, dog. Right? And I thought about
Hey,
it.
you know what I'm saying,
I tried
homie? Hey,
to...
them bad vibes, fool, be
Hey,
following
fool.
you, dog. Them
Hey, wait, I got
They
in a
follow
car.
them.
I got in a car accident today, fool, before coming in the studio, and I've never crashed in 30 years of driving, homie. Not even when the
yeah, I'm
high-speed
knowing
chases with
about
the
that
Hudas,
shit,
my
homie.
boy.
That shit is wild,
Crazy.
fool. Tienes que tener protección and all that shit because, hey, them fucking fucked up spirits be following them motherfuckers.
I was
dog,
telling
you know?
Blue that earlier,
Yeah,
bro.
fool.
Yeah, that's real shit, Drewps. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no
You
lie.
could bring back over here, right?
Yeah. Yeah. You're
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
dude.
Hey, what else you got going on though, fool? You know, besides that.
I don't know. We're trying to figure it out, fool, but we're trying to do like at least one adventure a week. Alguna pendejada, güey.
That's
or-
right.
Hell
or
yeah.
Whatever, you know.
Something.
Hey, I don't know if you've seen the comment I left on there, but hey, that's gonna bring a whole lot of the different, you know, people into the fucking to the channel and shit. You know.
Yeah, but I'm
Porque
gonna
esta
do
madre
them
le
on the...
llama la atención.
See, wait, but I'm gonna do them on the Blue Devil Reacts page. I'm gonna just do them over there, way, because
Alright.
yeah, we
Hey,
got-
well, that's still all good because once they come there, they'll come to the other ones.
oh
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
for sure,
So,
for sure.
that's firme right there.
Facts.
Hey,
You know,
what's up? Wait, what up, Mook? I seen you right there. What's going on?
Mooks.
Man, you're talking.
Opina, what up,
You're
fool?
talking about all these
He's
spirits,
sitting in-
man. You're getting me scared. Can't you tell?
Nah, hey, that's real shit though, fool. You know what I mean? I'm telling you because, hey, honestly, homie, I be watching a lot of them fucking channels. I'm into that type of shit, homie. You know, it's all true shit, fool. You know, I be
Man,
checking
that's
out them
another one.
fucking, what do you call
Oh,
it?
it is?
Them
Yeah.
fucking, those fucking, man, the aventuras, them late night fucking fools that go into the panteones just like you were doing.
Yeah.
But these fools be doing it for hours and hours and hours,
yeah.
homie. They be with some wild ass shit.
Yeah,
I
fool.
be
Yeah, hey,
watching all that
saludos,
shit,
Trapboii.
fool.
But we're in the middle of the hood,
Saludos,
fool.
saludos,
You know?
saludos. you be all right.
Dog, gracias.
That's right, homeboy. Hey, well, just spot up, fellas. I just wanted to tap
Yeah.
in and say my
Squad
real
up.
quick. You know, shout out everyone, all the real ones in the chat.
Hell yeah.
Appreciate
Appreciate you
homeboy.
tapping in,
Squad
my
up.
boy.
Appreciate you.
Gracias.
Appreciate
All
it.
right, fellas. Have a good one, dog. Shout
Salute.
You know, but like you said, they be doing it for hours and hours and hours. It's true, but like when, like me, you know, fool, when you come from this shit, you're all like, damn, what if the Hudas pull up?
Yeah, we don't need
What
that.
if the enemies
Yeah.
pull up? Like we're already thinking
Gonna get
that.
caught slipping for nothing.
Yeah,
Hey, te la
fool.
paso que, like, you know how it
Really seen Trapboii pulling the camera out.
Te la paso if it would have been, like, far from the city, you know?
909, you're in the building.
What's cracking, my boy? ¿Cómo estamos?
Post
What's
it.
good?
Orange County.
I figured
T
T
Negro,
What
what's
up,
good, my boy?
What's up, man? It's been a minute, my boy. It's been a minute.
Salute,
You know what I'm
salute.
saying?
Hopefully you and the lady are doing
Hey,
cool.
salud. Hey, saludos a todos, man. Hey, you gotta go get cleansed, Blue. You walk into the cemetery, my boy. You gotta go get cleansed real quick. You know what I'm saying?
I could do it for you. I do all that.
Nah, don't scare me, dog.
Nah,
I want Big Locote to do it.
Hey, what's up with Opina, man?
I'm
Look
right
at the
here.
boy Opina.
What's up?
What's up, perro? Why you mad dog at the screen, homie?
I'm not
just
on the
kidding.
screen. Yeah, that's great. I'm always happy. Chilling. Hey, like
That's from my boy.
If you knew everything, like, well, I'm just happy, dog. I'm happy to be here. Believe me.
That's
'Cause
good.
I should
No.
probably
Hey,
be gone.
dog, you can see it.
Yeah.
Hey, my boy, you can see it. My boy, you can
I'm
see
happy,
it.
bro.
You know what I'm saying?
happy. I'm
That's
chilling.
good.
Life is
hey, what's
good.
up?
What's good? I
Oh,
need
is
to
that
go to
right? That's right.
Westminster, bro. I want to go down. I heard they got a coffee shop down there. The homie told me they got a
Hey,
coffee
fool.
shop down there where
Look.
the girls walk around, and they serve you coffee.
Hey, when I go to the city, right? I don't stick around, homie. I hit it bounce, fool. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's just how it is. You know what I mean? In and out.
Yeah. No,
You
but
know
I
what
heard,
time it is,
but I heard they got a
What's
good coffee.
T-Negro, what's good, my
T-Negro, I heard they
boy?
got a good coffee shop there, my boy. Wow, we gotta go.
Yeah.
I heard the girls are
All right,
naked.
yeah. We'll make it happy. Make it happy, Captain. Hey, I just want to send my saludos to you guys, and this little format right here, speed man, but you need to blow it up. You guys need to blow it up, though. You know what I
can
mean?
see it bigger on, what did you say, Kick?
Yeah,
It's-
for what this?
Oh,
Yeah,
on
for this
Kick?
bigger,
Oh yeah, go to Kick Full. It's full throttle right there. I was just testing this out. I'll see how it works. That's it.
We're just trying to get it,
All right.
show some
Hey,
love.
what's up, Trapboii?
Hey,
what's up, Trapboii? I said mine, zones.
What's up?
Hey, what's up, my boy? Mine, they call me T-Negro, homeboy from UTA.
Órale,
Westminster,
mucho gusto.
homie,
Yeah,
estoy
yeah.
loco.
Okay.
Igualmente.
Salud.
Simón, yeah.
You gotta say they call me
Yeah,
Trap
man,
Boy.
you
I'm a
guys-
paisa from the feds.
Right?
Hey, it's true, right? Hey, homie.
Salute,
Hey, I'm a
UTA.
paisa too. We all paisas, homie.
See,
Hey, when it
that's
comes down
right.
to it, we all paisas, homie. We all
Yeah,
I
paisas.
like that.
It's all
Salute.
good in the hood, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Salute.
Hell yeah.
Westminster,
But hey, that's one.
salute.
Yeah. Under the addiction.
You already know,
You know
my
what I mean?
boy.
Homer Street
Salute.
locals.
Oh, shit.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You boys up in here.
Much
you know what I'm saying?
respects, my boy.
Yeah.
Appreciate you always showing
Igualmente.
love, my boy.
Yeah, igualmente. I send my love to all you guys. You guys be cool, okay?
Thank you,
Likewise,
man.
my boy.
Gracias.
Gracias
All
for
right,
tapping
homeboy.
in.
Hey, a rato. Buenas noches. Yeah, gracias.
Buenas noches.
You guys be cool.
Yeah.
You too, man. Gracias.
Buenas noches.
All right. I think that's it.
That's
No more
it,
phone
huh?
calls. Yeah, I think that's it, dog. We ended it on the.
That was a
note.
good one, though.
Yeah.
Good homie calling in.
Yeah. Salute to the homies that
Hell
are calling
yeah.
in. Any last words?
Shit, nah, man. We just chilling.
Let them know what we got coming up, bro.
Okay.
Did you hit? You never hit the sponsors. Hit the
I did.
sponsors.
Yeah, he did.
I did.
Yeah?
I did.
Yeah,
You want to let them know who's coming Thursday?
Big
It's
chops.
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, go
we
ahead.
we got Chops from Denver coming Thursday.
That's
We're
right.
gonna talk about it. Homie's doing his thing for. He's gonna be the first artist ever from Colorado
On the pod?
on
or
the pod.
On the
yeah.
pod.
And I think that's cool. That makes
That's a
sense.
good
you know?
one.
Yeah. To represent for Colorado.
Chops doing his thing too.
Yeah, he's doing
We
his
fuck
thing.
with a lot of homies from Colorado
Salute to
too.
Chops.
And then
Yeah.
the next day, Friday.
Hey, should I beef up security that day?
I don't know, man. He's looking like he's working out. He's coming for you, big dog.
You ready, fool? Because that day, you might
Yeah.
have to. Yeah, you might have to show me what you're made of that
I'm
day.
ready, though.
Ooh.
I'll show you what this
We're gonna
paisa's
see.
made of.
Yeah. we got-
Oh. We're
that
gonna see
one.
what Trap Boy's made
Paisa,
of, huh?
Paisa power?
You know,
Paisa
Chop-
Dun-dun-dun.
hey, Chops is cool, man. We was chopping it up.
Salute
and
to the homie,
He was
Chops.
saying like
Salute.
now that he's like trying to get movement because he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, for
You know,
sure.
he's trying to get movement. He said he feels like the hate from within.
But he
his-
tapped in with a lot of the
within-
homies
no,
before
within
this,
his
right?
state. He feel, and I
Yeah.
told him that's part of the game. That's
Yeah.
nothing. That's new. When you start getting on camera and you start getting motion, it starts to get a little bit crazy. You know?
There's a lot of good homies from Colorado.
yeah. He's
Salute.
from Pueblo.
Yeah.
Yeah, salute Pueblo.
Salute to him. Salute to Silent. Salute to the homies out there.
Oh, that's right. Silence from over
Yeah.
there too. That's the homie,
Yeah.
dog. Yeah, that's a good homie right there.
Yeah.
And then so the next day.
Hold on. Don't announce that one.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead, fool.
On Friday we got P Killer.
Yeah, it's going to either be Friday or Saturday.
Okay.
And that's
Yeah.
going to be an album release party.
Okay.
So she's coming with Hancho. You know Hancho?
Oh, yeah, I
Hancho
remember. Yeah,
Management?
yeah.
I think Ace is coming again. What was his name? Ace.
Cash Out Ace.
Cash Out Ace.
Yeah, Cash Out Ace.
Okay.
And they gonna bring a couple of people, and we're gonna do the album release in the front.
Big things popping.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guys, tune in.
That's gonna be
You
cool.
already know what
Yeah.
it is.
And then Saturday or Sunday, because we're not sure on the dates yet. That's when we have the girl come back.
Chicana
Chicana
Rosas.
Rosas. So you
Okay.
know. So
Got big things
yeah.
coming.
Yeah, so
P Killer, Chicana Rosas, and
Chops on Thursday. Chops will be
locked in.
before all of them. Chops
Yeah.
will be Thursday in 2 days. Yeah, 2 days. So be
You
ready
guys
for that.
see
Right?
it.
Hey, I like this pod like this.
Yeah,
we
we're
should do
chilling.
one
Squad
day
up.
out of the week, just us.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then one guest.
That's
That'd be
big,
better, huh?
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shorten it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for us, and that way the guests. That way we can spread them out more, and it could be more anticipation for them to come too.
Yeah.
That'd be That'd be nice.
Yeah, for sure.
You know
So we'll figure out one day
how
we'll
to do it.
How to do it? Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's dope.
All right, sounds good.
All right, any
Hell
last
yeah.
words, Big Drewps?
Nah, just appreciate everybody tapping in. You guys already know, squad up. You know, tap in with all of us. You know, Opina, Blue, Trapboii. You know, tap in with our shit.
I got a
man.
question.
Let's go.
Are you bring can? No. Okay, not can. Can you make it happen to bring Rodney for P Killer Part 2?
I don't know. I probably can.
Rodney in LA Part
Yeah,
2.
that's my boy.
Okay.
Yeah. You want Rodney to come?
He was here the first one. I need him on the second one.
Okay. I can hit him up.
Okay.
That's the homie.
Okay.
I fuck with Rodney
So
for sure.
let's get him right
Yeah,
here. on
Rodney
part
was-
two.
You want him? You want him
What's
here?
wrong
Part
with
two?
Rodney?
Yeah, Part 2. I want him here.
What day is it?
I might be Saturday or Friday. I'm gonna figure it out right after the pod.
You gotta let me know what day it is,
Yeah.
and then I can hit up the homie.
Okay.
You know?
There we go.
Rodney fucks with me for sure.
For sure. All right.
You know? I mean, he fucks with the platform.
Yeah.
It ain't like, you know? Salute to Rodney in LA.
Don't
The
point
homie.
at me.
Hey, Trapboii, any
Whatever.
last words?
No, just shout out to other people that came in, tapped in, you know, show some love to us, and you know,
We gotta create your Instagram and everything right now.
let's go.
Need to do
way
that.
you can delete the ones you have and create new ones for.
I mean, that's what Playboy did for me.
Yeah.
Remember when I came here, bro? I had my Instagram in my real name, and the first time I came here, Playboy had me change my shit and get it to D Hood Star, and I changed it from being my real name.
Yeah.
And since then, it's been going up.
It's been running up.
I'm almost at 5K.
Yeah.
Just people like fucking with me since the first time I pulled up.
Hell yeah.
You know?
Hell yeah.
And that's big, bro. That's
yeah.
all organic.
Yeah.
You know?
Trapboii, what's up?
Not much, just you know, appreciate all the good compliments that you guys gave me now that I'm here, and you know what I mean. The advice, just to learn
Lente
from it.
loco.
I see it goes behind you. Oh no, that's your shadow.
Come on.
Lente loco.
And with that being said, salute to everybody. Like the
Yeah.
video on the way out. Make sure you subscribe. Go watch the full version on Kick. Go run it up. Go subscribe there. Hit up the website, www.shophaterworld.com, www.shophaterworld.com. Show some love. And with that being said, I'll see you guys. I'll be live tomorrow,
Thursday.
but I'll see you guys
We
Thursday.
still
and the
ain't
200
at
boys.
300 yet. We
Let's
need
go.
3 more.
3 more likes. Come on.
Where we
Let's
at?
go.
3 more likes before we head
3
out.
more likes. Double tap your screen.
Come on
bop,
now.
Bop, bop. Let's go.
Boom, boom, boom. Let's get it.
3 more.
3 more likes. We can't get it?
Oh shit. Wrong one.
Fatality. Nobody? Damn. They ain't tripping.
No, we're actually gonna lose likes if you keep telling them. Their assholes like that. Let me take my shit back. Let me take my
Oh,
shit
we
back.
got 2 more. 2
Damn,
more.
son, where'd you find this?
298. Come on.
298.
There
302.
you go.
Let's go, baby.
And we out.
Gotta be grateful. You need haters. What is you complaining about? What do you think a hater's job is? To hate. So let them do their goddamn job. What the is you complaining about?
M16 killer track with the mix.
Yeah, they can hate on me. Got a reason why I always keep the flame on me. And I'ma do it till I'm done, ain't no brakes on me. Break me down, hell no, that's what you ain't gon' see. Blue devil on my shoulder, he just spitting the facts. So be careful how you move it, ain't no running it back. Southside, hate the world where the real ones at. Them 200 boys reppin', logging in from the trap.